Hello, everybody. I think it's that time again. Time to party. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Looks like we have yet another Dungeons and Dragons session. And I have tinkered with my audio settings a little bit. Hopefully, that's gonna work out. You know, we'll see. We'll see. Fingies crossed. Um, but yeah, have a seat. Grab some popcorn, and we will get this bad boy rolling in a couple minutes. So, who would like to do a recap? I figured to give Lucas a few minutes while I attempt some stuff and talk to my server guy, because apparently I tried to do something and it doesn't work, and I gotta figure out how to downscale some stuff. Anyway.
Of like your animated stuff that you want to put in here?
Yeah, there's some actually. Let me test something.
Go for it.
Just
Would you
before
like
we
me to start
begin.
the
Yeah, you can do the
okay,
recap.
you
Just let me know if anybody
Please
can't
do.
load this map.
Well, what I recall from last time was we introduced our new friend to the guild mistress and Mayor Chungus. Our new friends, because we started with what I think Price was quote unquote walking. The, what was the goose's name again? Not Spencer.
Gan?
Huh?
Gan? Is that Goose name?
Wait,
No,
No,
the
my name
goose.
is
The goose.
Spencer.
We
Oh,
have
No,
this
the
somewhere.
goose. The goose. What was the goose's name?
We
Price's
have it
goose.
somewhere.
it was Scooter.
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 Thank you.
Yeah.
Short for
So
Scooter
Price was.
Pie.
That's right. I love that. So Price was walking Scooter. Scooter was walking Price for a bit while we did the introductions and got the guild mistresses kind of, or she got her building kind of fixed back up so that we could have some maps copied to show us where some like ore deposits might be, because I think Glorb was telling us about them and hoping that we could bring him back some ore so he could do some more production for things. And you guys had also chatted with him about his little what was it, a mech gnome or something like that he's wanted to keep working on but hasn't had time, was being kind of passive aggressive shady with you guys or throwing some shade because he was like, well, I could probably rebuild this assistant if you guys would stop giving me all this work to do, kind of thing. But also he needs more like quality raw metals so that they can, forge some more of the stuff that we want and need. So long story short, as we were chatting with everybody, learning about what Mayor Chungus would like adapted in his home, aka an entrance that would actually suit him this time, as we help rebuild. We were able to go up and get the new maps for the northeast part of the forest. That there should be some ore deposits and also rumors of another goblin group that we might need to go check out. Also was reminded that to the, what was it, west or north or northwest, one of those three, were the Onkage guys, but with the rain slowing down, maybe their brood has slowed down as well. But talking about the fact of like maybe trying to go and abscond with a couple eggs and raise them as our own so that maybe they could help us with the renovations, or possibly try and reconcile with the ones that we kind of got in a bit of a fight in and see if we can get them to forgive us for destroying some of their brood. Either way. Yeah. So that was most of it. Had some good lunch. This is a pretty cool looking map we're looking at. I do not remember that being part of the discussion, so that's awesome. I'm liking it. Yeah, that's the overview that I remember. Did you guys want to add in any other details?
We Flora spent some time in the church in the morning, short amount of time, and then we took the puppy back to the church to look for its owner.
Oh, that's right. Yes, where we learned that its owner and its owner's parents both had gone missing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
To the east or northeast. So thank goodness I rescued that puppy, because it didn't have anyone else to look out for it. So really, I'm a saint. I just didn't know.
And I judged them super hard for leaving their puppy at home when they went missing, but then it turned out it was like the whole family, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah. So really, we should be blaming the puppy for not defending its family better.
Maybe. But I mean, The puppy might have been too small to do anything about it, so I feel
What
like I'm
were
never going
we-
to give the puppy a bit of a pass.
What were we calling the puppy? It was something. It was like,
Oh, it was like
something flame
Flame Lord?
or
Flame Lord, right?
Oh, Flame
That was
Lord.
the
I think it might have
combination,
been the
I think.
other way around.
Yeah, or Lord
But we
Flame,
should
Lord
call
of the
it Flame
Flame,
Lord.
Lord of the Flame. I think wasn't it something like that? Something
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah. Yep.
We'll call
Good
him
times.
Flame Lord from now on.
I love
Dan saw a dragon.
it.
Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
that was a big thing.
That
Probably
was
more
pretty
important than the
important.
puppy.
A dragon.
Wow, that's helpful. Thank you. I don't know if I would have
Uh,
been able to extrapolate from that, so I'm glad you
do you know
contributed
what
that.
color or like age, perhaps? Size?
I was just described as like the silhouette of a dragon. Like it wasn't much to it, right? And then I had Pierce come in and take a look at it as our price. Come in and look at it.
Mhm.
Yep. We did tell everybody about it and nobody was listening to him. So I threatened to stab them with his post sign if they didn't, and then they all started panicking and screaming.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I think there was also some accusations flying or curiosity as to why we weren't told, but we learned about that. But bygones being bygones, and we know now. So now we can do something about it.
I don't think Flora was around too long enough to have felt shafted is the first word that came to mind, but I don't know if that's because this giant penis is still running in my chat over here in Discord. Sorry. We'll just
Getting a little distracted there,
I'll just delete that for now.
letting your mind run away with you.
Something like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's
So
a
many
dragon
things
that we need to worry
happened,
about.
guys.
A lot. What else? We missing anything else?
What were those shiny things on the map there? Those sparkly boys.
I think that's him testing some stuff.
Are you still on the other
I
map?
feel like no, it was though.
No, I'm not. I got a
Oh.
glimpse of it as I loaded back onto this tab and I got excited.
I was map testing to see people's capabilities of loading that kind of
Yeah.
animation,
Worked okay for me.
because it looked like it took a while for people to switch scenes. So data to work with in the future. So, and if you recall, the puppy's breed, as we finally settled on it, was a Pembroke or Welsh Corgi.
Mm-hmm.
Flame Lord.
Flame Lord.
Because you never expect players to want to, take a puppy from somebody's burning house and try and claim it for themselves.
AKA rescuing a defenseless, delightful little corgi. Yeah.
Yeah, little do we know, Kalia, days before this, kidnapped that family, which is why they weren't
Never.
there.
She set
Why
up
the
like a
dog was alone.
whodunit. She just wants to have like a fun
Right.
murder mystery
I
party.
was out with the rest of the group. I had witnesses the entire time, so not possible. And I would never. I'm chaotic neutral, not evil. No. I mean, if they had been abusing the puppy, then I absolutely would have. But they, to my knowledge, were not. So. They got away safely.
Is that everything that happened?
I can't remember. I think so.
I'm not gonna lie, I was real sleepy at the end. I don't know what we talked about.
All right.
We're gonna go go mining.
Yeah. And that was,
That's
oh
what
yeah, well,
Flora
there were
thinks is
wagons
happening.
also. There was Price was able to arrange a contract with the mayor and guild mistress to
Oh,
produce
that's what I
a
could do.
wagon a week, I think, at 35 gold. So that's awesome.
That just
And
gives me an
the
idea.
one wagon that he was able one wagon that he was able to take out, we were gonna go reclaim it and
Now switch
take some
windows.
goblins
My
with us to help.
thing
Oh
gets
yeah,
weird.
because there was the wagon was in the middle of the town, and goblins were all centered around it, like, "Ooh, what's this?" And I went up and was like, "Hey,
I
got
can
a
get a
bad
wagon
idea for you. You're
asset.
gonna help us mine some stuff." And little did I know that Gan was like standing behind me and gave the nod of approval, and I was just like, "Yeah, the goblins are starting to listen to me! Yay!" So I do remember that also.
Oh, and somebody talked to Mayor Chungus in the doorway of the inn while Flora hid under the table.
Oh yeah, that was
But I don't
me,
remember
but I don't
why. Were we
remember.
signing a contract or something? Was that the
Oh, that might
wagon
have been the
thing?
contract that Price was signing for the wagons.
Okay.
The official like negotiation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, there was that.
I'm just gonna
I
put
think
him
that
in
was
there.
it.
Also has a flyer stuck to her back.
Right, that she has no idea, and none of us
True,
can
that
see
is
it either
true.
because you stealthily put it there so stealthily that it is too stealthy for us to see.
I am a walking wagon advertisement.
Yep, that no one can see because it's too well hidden.
And you had a wagon flyer ration.
Yeah.
All right. Well, feel free to divvy out the inspiration to whoever, because let's see.
I would vote
Do you?
for either Flora or Price because
I do not
Flora did a
need
lot
one.
of healing. No? Okay, Price, for negotiating that excellent wagon deal, which will do nothing but help us in the town. So I thought that was pretty
Are
awesome.
we leaving like today, or are we maybe spending another evening before we head out?
I think we just had our long rest, and so we were prepping. Basically, at this point, we were prepped to head out,
I mean,
unless there was
some of
something else we needed
us,
to do.
some
Wait,
of
where-
us
Weren't we?
healed townspeople.
Where?
What we
Price
what?
go?
What about the townspeople?
I said some of us used some of our healing spells on the townspeople like an idiot, but also for fun.
Well, no, but that was before the long rest.
Wait.
I thought.
Well,
I
it
thought
was
you did that,
in
and
the
then y'all had a
morning.
long rest. Oh, was it?
Kaya Falls. Yeah.
I thought that was before we went to the church with Flame Lord to learn about the family, and that was
It
before we had the long
was.
rest. So you
Okay.
would have had a long rest by then. I think the idea was we would do everything we needed to do, have a long rest,
Okay.
and then
I'm
just
down
pack
with
the
that.
wagon to go. But yeah, with the idea that we'd be heading out fully rested and recuperated.
I need
But
to
down.
move his
Please
character in the right
correct me,
folder.
someone, if I'm wrong.
There.
I'm doing it.
Also, it looks like Flora already has an inspiration.
It's true.
Mhm.
We talked about this.
Yeah. So I was suggesting maybe Price would get it. What
And
do you guys
Price
think?
also has an
Yeah.
inspiration.
Oh,
Who does not
How
have an
about-
inspiration? Gan?
I don't believe I do. No, I do not.
Then I
does
vote
he
Gan.
deserve one though?
Wow.
I mean, he did
okay.
tell us, he told us about the dragon, and he didn't really, I guess, have to, but he did. And he even admitted that he didn't the first time. So I feel like he's making some great progress in friendship.
Okay. Sure.
But also he got the goblins that were standing around the wagon to agree to come with us and help. Giving me the feeling of like a warm fuzzy, thinking that the goblins are helping because I said
Okay.
something. But
Okay.
yeah, he was just being helpful from the shadows. So I think Gan deserves it. And if we're gonna be bashing
Cool.
stuff, he needs that inspiration to ensure
Yeah, I don't
he
have
gets the most
inspiration, but
bashing.
that's fine.
Oh, you don't either? Okay.
I use it like
Well,
all the time when I
yeah.
have it.
That's true. That's good.
Imagine having a whole party of people with inspiration and them not using it.
Crazy.
Crazy.
To be fair, I don't think we needed it this last session.
True.
I still
you're-
probably used it if I had it.
Who said
like-
that?
They're like, oh,
They're
I
like
dropped a rock.
Pringles. You just
Yeah.
once you pop, you can't stop.
That's right. That's right. Or in our case, shrimp chips that we get from Costco and are wildly addicting.
Don't they? Doesn't inspiration just magically show up at the tavern?
Right? Can we put down a silver or gold for an inspiration? I'd
I mean,
like
you
an
could-
inspiration refill, please.
There's other things. Well, fortunately, I wasn't able to get a map to upload. But anywho, took me half an hour and the map still wouldn't work. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, you guys. It kind of sounded like you guys might be going out and getting some material for
Yes.
Glorb to give him even more projects on his already extremely busy and extremely backed up list of orders of all these custom individually created items. Yeah.
Well, we're also bringing him back materials to be used for whatever projects his little goblin heart desires. So
And
not
then Iam,
just to assign
and then
him
Iam kicks in the door. He's like, "Where's my sword?" It's like, well, I guess I'll put down town work for the town. And
right? Work exclusively with this instead of rebuilding the town. That's fine.
so let's see. You're taking gobos, so that's gonna be 5, 6, 7. And were you planning on taking any of the booyogs? Or were you going to leave them in town to continue the leadership role?
I would think we should leave them because we trust Whip and Fodder, or wait, was it? Yeah, Dung seems to have
One
kind of
arm.
gotten, yeah, one arm Dung. Or did you rename him, Gan? Did you tell him his name was One Arm now? I can't remember.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah,
there was,
that was part
yeah,
of his punishment.
excellent. Okay, so One Arm. I don't know. Personally, I'm not sure if you think we should be able to trust him, or if a Big Steve came back while we weren't here, could they possibly convince him? Like Whip, I definitely trust. So I feel like he'd be a good one to be there. But also, Gan, you're big boss, so I feel like we don't necessarily need a Booyog with us
No,
to
no,
keep
no,
the other
no.
goblins.
Gan is
control.
big boss now.
Big boss. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Important distinction. That's my thought on the matter. What do you guys think?
I don't think I have an opinion one way or the other. I don't know about these goblins. I still understand why we're hanging out with goblins, to be honest.
Because they're not that bad when they're not attacking us.
I don't know about that. Gan, you're the leader of the goblins. What say ye?
I think we should bring him with us. That way they can. It's more manual labor, right?
Bring both the Booyogs.
I thought we were getting this whole like troop to come with us, and the booyogs, and I don't know.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Round them up.
There.
Price, do you have like a, I don't know, some sort of contraption that can like call the goblins? I don't know. You seem like you might have some fun trinkets like that.
What do I look like?
A trinket salesman.
All right, let's see if I got anything.
Wagons and more. Is that what your flyer says?
True.
I don't know. Let me look. You know, kind of like look at a nearby wall since they're just posted everywhere.
Uh-huh.
OOC Price literally has like hardly anything in his inventory.
Yeah,
we did
same
already
here.
take his wagon, so
Oh.
Open another.
Oh,
And he can only produce one wagon a week.
that's unfortunate because we could really use a wagon right now.
You could rent it out from the town.
I think that was what we'd already talked about. Pretty sure we
Thought that's what the contract was
decided that we were going to use it
for.
on the town's behalf.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds right.
All right. So you got a wagon. You're rounding up. It sounds like all the goblins, leaving any behind, or just literally just taking all hands on deck kind of thing.
I mean, I think we should leave at least some goblins to help defend the
We're-
town.
We're doing some mining, right? I
We
thought-
are. But we need to go find. Yeah, we need to go find the mining spots.
Yeah, so I want to take as many as we can, right? I don't know. I feel like I don't want to have to go out 20 times to go mine ore and fill up the wagon. We can just bring 20 goblins with us, right? Doesn't that
Sure.
cut down on time?
They're your
But what if
goblins.
another attack comes in?
The town burns. It's not our fault.
I mean, if we take all of the defenses, it kind of is. So are these all the goblins that we would have access to?
Yerp.
What if we took half with us now? We go find the stuff to mine, take care of any goblin problems, possibly recruiting them for some manual labor. And then when we come back, we can send the other group of goblins out with the wagon to do all the rest of the work for us. Just one idea.
Yeah, I don't think we need to necessarily go back and forth. We're just there to make sure it's safe the first time we visit, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
You guys also don't know exactly where the mine is.
Right.
Yeah.
Just as a reminder.
Right.
Did I did
So
there just
if we
as a
took all the goblins, we-
reminder?
Very nice. Well, that was the other thing. Yeah, we need to find where everything is before we necessarily take everybody, because otherwise we're going to be just wandering around with a bunch of goblins without knowing where we're going yet. But what does the rest of the group think? Do we want to leave it up to Gan and bring all the goblins, or do you guys have a counter argument that you would like to make?
I don't think we should take all of them. I think we should take a select few.
So is the biggest threat right now this dragon that's flying around? Because
A handful of goblins isn't going to add any defense against that.
Not against the dragon.
Threat.
I was thinking if there were more goblins that came into town from with other big Steves.
Oh, so you're thinking goblin
That
on
was my
goblin
thought.
action.
Well, and that's part of what helped a little bit last time. We just didn't have that many goblins. But now we have
Well,
more.
Mayor Chungus is also walking around. I don't know if anyone's going to mess with
True.
that guy.
That is true. Well, yeah.
Chungus
might-
Unleashed.
That sounds like a dirty movie. All right. I vote we take them all. Because
All right, let's
I
do it.
really don't think a handful of goblins is going to do anything against pretty much any threat. Except for
right.
possibly more goblins, and I think the mayor would demolish more goblins if they came into the town.
That is probably very true. I forgot the
Hopefully.
mayor was still walking around, kind of keeping stuff together. So, yep, I'm down with it.
I mean, I'm totally with you. I think leaving the people defenseless would be very unfortunate, and we should avoid it. But also, goblins are worthless. So
But they're
On
great
that-
for manual labor, as Gan had argued.
on that point to the goblins that were in town, supposedly defending it, turned on the town until we showed up.
See?
Oh, did they?
Worthless. Yeah.
Oh, I thought Flip was keeping him in check, or was that just the few that Flip had on?
Yeah,
I think it
I
was
don't
like-
think they turned. We had Whip, right, and Dung.
Yeah.
We hadn't met yet again.
Right. Yeah, so I don't think any of ours had turned.
Had they
but-
turned against Gan though?
No, I don't think so.
I thought they were
Did you?
calling. What was it? Why did Gan cut the one's arm off then?
Yeah, there was some other Steve.
That
or
was the
because-
something.
one.
okay.
so no.
Okay,
Oh.
so they were all working with us like a month ago when they teleported away, disappeared, whatever, right? And then in the middle of this fight, it was our goblins versus their goblins, and they had these Steves, and then Dung was one of them that was working with the big Steves, and then I was trying to intimidate him in the middle of the town, being like, you're supposed to be working for me, not these goobers, right? But I got
Mhm.
really low on my intimidation, and so I went down with Dung over there helping the bad guys. And so I'm giving him a second chance, but I cut his arm off just in case.
Okay.
So he was the bad guy that we would
Like
turn.
a true leader.
Yeah.
Mhm, that's right.
It worked, I guess.
Gotta dye my hair blonde before the campaign's over because I want to be the Goblin King.
Nice.
Same.
We'll get you some hairspray too.
If I'm not the Goblin King before it's over, there's gonna be bloodshed in this whole country.
I kind of love the idea of a bloodthirsty rabbit person. That's just adorable.
I didn't mean me, I meant Gan.
There's room for barbarian levels. Anyway,
Let's hit the road before it gets too late. How far are we going? Okay, bye then.
What?
How far are we traveling? Do we have the map?
oh, it's gonna be
You
a
have
few
a-
miles out.
Now we're heading to the
Oh,
northeast.
that's not so bad. We can walk a few miles.
But
Oh,
keeping in
I-
mind that it's not exactly cobbled stone or lane roads
Mhm.
either. So if you're trying to take a
Right.
wagon through, you're probably going to be a little bit slower just because of the rocky terrain, the tree roots will get in the way.
We got goblins to clear the path.
That's right.
and perpetually one spare wheel just in case.
So yeah, Price, why don't you get us all set up here with I don't know what this wagon needs to get it on the road. How can we help?
And keeping in mind, this is the really nice looking wagon. Like this is the ornate one with all the like carvings and like filigree in it. Like you could swear like there's like a
Oh.
little serpent motif that encompasses it like a like a snake is entwining itself around the cart. It's real nice. It's real shiny.
Is this
Which is
one
why the goblins
Price
were ogling
provided?
over it.
Is this a Price wagon? Price gouge wagon?
Oh yeah, specifically.
Hmm.
The other ones I just throw together with random parts. That one I took my time with.
How do you get this thing moving? Do we need
It's
to
got wheels.
hitch something to it to pull it though?
Wheels.
What do you recommend?
Well, I normally I have scooter for that. However, we have like 20 goblins.
Oh yeah. Gan's
Are
idea
you
is
thinking
paying
more
off
of
already.
a sled situation almost? Like a team?
As you, it's so funny. As you say that, Price is gonna reach down to his hip, and he's gonna pull a whip like his thorn whip that he was using with the scooter, and he's just gonna crack it up in the air.
Hmm.
I like that idea.
Do the goblins pay attention when he does that?
Yeah, he catches their attention. The crack of a whip is definitely something that causes them to flinch for a second.
Do you have harnesses for them, or how do you get them moving? Let's see this wagon in action.
I would just say have him push it, or maybe pull it.
I bet if we put like a bar out from the front with some crossbars on it, they could each get behind a bar, and we could get a nice team of goblins running it forward for us.
For someone who sells wagons, you don't seem very sure of how to make a wagon go.
There's not a whole lot of ways to do it. That's why I'm confused with. You typically have something pull it, or have something push it.
Well, yeah. But you got to convince them to do that, right? Or
I bet if
Gan
Dan
does.
bats them nicely.
I'm a salesman.
Gan, can you get these worthless goblins pulling this wagon,
Yeah.
please, so we can hit the
So
road?
I'm gonna walk over to the middle of the town and I guess this is where we're preparing the wagon, right?
Mhm.
And do we have any like ropes or anything? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's like
Reins?
ropes around. There's
And
probably
his goose isn't gonna help at all.
I mean,
Well, you
Yes.
have to ask nicely, Gan. You can't
Do I have to
just
do
say it
everything? We have
like that.
40 goblins. All right, everyone get on the wagon. I'll pull it.
Flora gets on the wagon.
I mean, yeah, I'll get on the wagon.
Where is it? In the middle?
yeah, it's just in the middle of all those goblins because
Is Bill coming?
I'm like, I'll hop on the wagon.
I can't move him, obviously. Okay. We're all sitting on the wagon just staring at Gan.
All right, I'll hop in the wagon too.
It's almost like you guys have never gone anywhere before. I mean, when Price pulled his wagon up, I just hopped on and away we went, you know?
Usually we just walk, or people might bring their own mount
Oh.
sometimes. I thought the wagon was more so that we could have even more mining materials loaded into it. Not really like a luxury vehicle to ride around in. I thought we would just have the goose pull it, fill it up, bring it back.
Price, can your goose pull this wagon for us?
it absolutely could.
Bryce just lifts up his trousers. He's just hiking them up, and he's stretching. And he's gonna grab the front of the wagon and start trying to pull it.
you
Booyogs,
do-
you get to ride on the inside. All the other goblins walk.
Sorry, say that last part again.
All the other goblins are gonna walk. The Booyogs get to ride.
Yeah,
They
big
walk
boss.
away. We're just sitting in the back of a motionless wagon.
And at this point, oh, that means I have to update the token too. One arm. So before, he's just had basically, I mean, you didn't even leave a stump, right? You just cut that arm clean off. So he just has like a stick sticking out of there that just kind of, he waggles it a little bit. But he remains one-armed for now. So, yeah, so you guys
For
hop in the
now.
wagon, and Price attempts, he does the trouser snap. He's like, I've got this. Then he does the like, whoosh, just like right on it sounds like it should really hurt, but he's probably used to it. And then you can just hear the strain of the, this poor little fella trying to pull a wagon full of medium creatures and goblins. And with all of that effort, all that strain, the wagon moves approximately 3 inches.
Yeah, I think we need some goblins, like a group of goblins, to help us get that thing moving.
Oh, really? What a brilliant idea!
I was gonna ask the goblins to push it, but the little gnome said he could do it by himself. So
I don't recall him stating that.
I mean, I did hear that, yes, as well.
Oh. Perhaps I'm hard of hearing with these giant ears.
I missed one.
But yeah,
he
I
definitely said everybody hop in, that he'll handle it.
right. That
how
was
he
after suggesting the goblins do it like 15 times, and then everyone's sitting here confused. And so I
Dan,
said, "Get the
Can you
fuck in the
just
wagon. We're
ask the
going."
goblins to pull the wagon, please? And by ask, I mean tell, and just get this on the road.
I'm just gonna go back and go to sleep at the tavern if we're just gonna hang out here.
I do know someone strong enough that could pull this.
Do you
Yeah,
think
he's
we should
around.
offer to talk to Chungus about it?
Lionel?
Oh yeah. I mean,
All right, goblins, just push this as hard as you can. Let's go.
Push. How will we steer it if they push it?
Ask the wagon salesman. This is his shitty wagon.
Hey, it's a wagon.
He's
You
got a
ever,
giant goose. They could steer it, but I don't
you
know
ever
what he's
take the
doing.
handle of a wagon and flip it up so you can steer it while you're in it?
I think
I'm
all
not
of us
sure
have a
that's a
different
picture of a
idea
wagon.
of what wagon we're in.
That's like a flyer, like a radio flyer, right?
Hey, I'm just saying that's how you steer a wagon.
So the goblins, as a group effort, some of them get behind it and start pushing. Some of them walk up to the spokes and the wheels and try and to get them rolling. Like this is a whole troop of goblins trying to move a wagon full of people, and they're starting to get it moving.
all right.
It's a lot easier, once the momentum starts.
You can do it. Put your back into it.
There.
Price,
What's the
crack your
goose
whip.
doing?
What was the question?
What's the goose doing?
Oh, did he summon it? Sorry, I was.
Not yet. He hasn't.
It disappeared.
If only we had a giant, creature that could wear some
Yeah.
reins and pull this thing.
Means I think somebody could go ask Lionel if he'd be down for it. I just know he and Gan are getting pretty close.
All right, I hop out of the wagon and I just say, "All right, goblins, let's just walk out of town." I'm so tired of this wagon. Let's just go. We'll leave it here. We don't need it, right?
But don't we need it to bring the stuff back?
We'll just carry it in our arms.
All right. So it looks like you're starting to head west.
Is that the direction we were supposed to go?
We need to go northeast.
Oh, are you all
And we are going to need the wagon to get the ore back, unless we want to just carry it by hand, which seems silly. So
Price, can
I
you
will help
can
pull
you
the
summon
wagon.
your goose and have it help us pull the wagon, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's just do that. Let's make it easier rather than harder.
Is that what was happening when I met you? What was pulling the wagon when we were pulling up on this group?
No one was, because I was just sitting there.
Okay.
Well, but I thought you guys rolled in together, didn't you?
I thought we were traveling by wagon somehow.
Yeah.
But my memory is a bit foggy on how it was moving.
Scooter's only around temporarily. So,
Yeah. So, Scooter will show up, and we have an hour and a half to do whatever we need to do.
Awesome.
a very disgruntled and angry feathered beast appears.
All right, everybody, let's hop in and head to the northeast.
We do that. Let's go.
Okay. To the northeast. To the northeast.
We're not singing.
So let's see. We got. So Gan's gonna walk outside while the goblins push. The goblins are still pushing, by the way.
Oh, good. Well, that'll help
Awesome.
maybe make it easier on the goose.
The goose that might eat a couple of them along the way. Anyway.
I mean, they're behind the wagon, so hopefully not. Versus in front of the wagon, where the goose is.
So, you guys start heading to the northeast, to which, luckily, at least one of my maps still worked. Doot doot. Imagine, if you would, a map that is not the one you're used to at this point.
Oh.
I just need to copy all the tokens. And I will put you here.
Ooh.
That
Look at that.
copied and pasted weird. One sec. It spread everything out. Hell? No idea why it spread everything out like that. That's weird. Anyway.
Well, maybe some of the goblins, you know, kind of meandered away from the wagon. All this is cool.
Okay. That all 4, 5? Yes, okay. So yeah, you at the very beginning, there is a little bit of like a cobblestone road, just, you know, not necessarily the best of condition or very well traveled, but the markings and the makings of some level of maybe attempt to build a road to other locations. Yeah.
What?
But yeah. So it's a little bit easier if you follow the road. Quote unquote road, I should say. Like the journey here has been, it's not been terrible, especially with the giant goose pulling it and the assistance of goblins pushing it. Though it's still kind of rocky. Like it's, you know, you're in this wagon and it's just like the stonework's not the best, so it's like constantly going over going into potholes and just kind of going over rocks. Like it's not even, it's not laid out, it's not flattened, but it's certainly better than trying to traverse through the underbrush of a forest. You know, with the roots sticking out of the ground, rocks, you know, outcropped, trees in the way. And as you all arrive here, let's see, Khalid was doing a perception. Are you just listening? Are you looking? Are you smelling?
Listening and looking. Absolutely.
You smell kind of what smells like a roasted meat, maybe a little charred. Kind of maybe.
Nice.
Maybe
Like
yeah,
I
Corsican
thought he
something
was
nearby.
just saying you smell.
Do I sense what direction it might be coming from?
Let's see. With a 20. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Somehow, despite the, abundant aromas of the forest, entailing every manner of smell that you can probably think of. Yeah, I'd say you kind of caught it off like a breeze, and it kind of smells like it's coming from like that general direction.
Okay. Well, you guys are going to probably see me sniffing around, be like, I know we just ate, but it smells like somebody's roasting meat over there. I'll point to our left. We might want to go check out the area before moving everybody forward. Was there a spot on the map over here that shows any ore or
Nope, not here.
Okay. So we might want to at least maybe take a couple of us to go take a peek. Who wants to go check it out over to the left with me?
I'll go.
Okay. So I'm going to go with stealth. Well, like my intention is anyway. And succeed. Yay, stealthy. So stealth my way.
Can I cast guidance on myself? That's a thing you can do, right?
Yep.
I do that.
Nice.
Am I sneaking? Are we sneaking?
Let's sneak in.
Okay. I'll try. I'll try to roll some stealth and add a... Can I just type in 1d4 here, maybe?
Yeah, you should be able to. Oh.
That is a wonderful natural one.
Oh no.
Are we sneaking? Flora
Maybe like-
screams into the forest.
Be like,
And it's
quietly. you're a
and it's
rabbit,
with
how can you be so
scale mail,
loud?
so that would have been at disadvantage. So
Literally can't roll lower. Well, I could, I guess, but
You like tumble and crash, I assume.
So, Kalia, you jumped out the wagon. You jumped out with such light-footedness that people couldn't even hear like the ground beneath you, even if they were trying to listen. And you're just like, yeah, let's stealth. Let's be sneaky. Let's go over here. And then, actually, you know what? This is a natural one. So feel free to describe what it's like for you rolling a natural one, getting out of this wagon, and being like, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, probably like announcing it like a anime character, like hopping out of a wagon. Like, what did you do that caused this natty one?
I mean, I'm not even sure it's possible for Flora to make that much noise, except that she's just a loudmouth. Like it looked good. She landed softly because she weighs, pretty next to nothing. Well, I guess the scale mail might have rattled a little, but I just didn't realize we were sneaking, and I was very excited, and I just maybe let out like a Kalia. Wait, what are we doing? Where are we going? You smelled what?
That means they are going to.
I'll turn back to
I'm
her, be
new to
like,
this
Okay.
adventuring thing. I didn't know we were
Can-
supposed to be.
Can I
quiet.
maybe gesture for her to like jump on my
And-
shoulders and like benefit from my stealth a little bit?
With that noise and knowing that they're trying to be sneaky, I'm going to move closer to maybe maybe help out.
Right.
Where's this and so does my
Okay.
stealth pass?
Okay, you're stealthy.
Okay.
I mean, as far as you know. So again, Price, is there anything you want to do? You see people hopping off and going to investigate some stuff and a lot of yelling.
Price is probably gonna stay with Scooter in the wagon unless people wave him over.
Hey, really quickly, I don't know if anyone knows on the character sheets, is it possible to hide unprepared spells somehow?
So typically, if you're a cleric, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I've got a bunch that I can't even cast.
So you
Just thinking it'd be
can't. So the thing
easier.
is, you can cast them as a cleric. It's just which ones are you picking per day? Because divine casters usually
Okay,
get access to
yeah.
every spell in their list. It's just they can only prepare a certain amount of them a day.
I think she's asking, is there a way to toggle it so that only the ones
Oh.
she clicked to prepare show up and the others kind of gray out?
Let's
They're
see
a little
here.
bit grayed out. It's just be nice to hide them, but it's okay if there's no obvious thing. Wait. Yeah, I figured it out. Never mind. There's a little filter up at the top.
Oh,
Sorry.
perfect. Nice.
Please continue. Sorry.
Also, keep in mind you do have an inspiration.
Are you saying I should have used that?
I mean,
I like
No.
it.
good.
We had to fight event. We had to make ourselves
That-
fight eventually. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I think it's pretty. It seems like such a it's like it could happen. I could see that as being something that could happen.
I
I'm
knew
just-
it this.
Well, since this was your first roll, even with the advantage, it still would be the net one, because this was roll one, and then your second
yeah.
roll, regardless, would have made. So if you had, if you made that advantage and rolled it again, it would still be
Yeah, sure. Oh, I'm
that
good. I'm
one,
good.
which is the first one.
Let's do it.
Okay, so and it's asking for smokes. It looks like.
I'm going to cast a minor illusion of a salesman who happened to drop some armor on the ground. Just this like where? How do I ping? Ping.
Hold down left click.
Right here. So, did you see my around that area? So,
So, would you like
It's a-
to do this before your stealth check? Because you're casting a spell, which is, cantrip, verbal and semantic, right? Typically. Because basically, you kind of like went into stealth, and then you started making all these like gestures and,
just what would I have to re-stealth then?
typically, yes.
Okay.
Because
do
it's
that.
you trying to be stealth. Yeah, because it's you trying to be no verbal components. It's a minor illusion? If I could spell.
I don't know. I mean, I can make it sound as
Yeah,
It'll
on
say
his minor
on
illusion,
your
it says
spell
S&M.
list.
Yeah,
which means
SM.
semantics
Okay,
and material.
that's one of the
Oh,
very few that
S&M.
does not have a verbal.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. All
You
right,
have
anyway.
to whip somebody though.
So yeah, never mind. One of
so
the few.
in attempts to throw distraction at so that Laura might have been mistaken for a salesperson dropping their armor for sale or something.
Trying to provide a sound cover or visual cover
Mhm.
to what the sound was. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And can I like kind of bend down to like and gesture for her to hop up on my shoulder so we can use some more of my stealth.
And then I will.
Allowable.
Oh,
I mean, if you have the strength to carry her.
And she's pretty tiny, right?
Let's
Yeah.
see. She currently
I'm a small
weighs.
creature, I believe.
Equipment still has weight, though.
Oh, yeah,
you-
that's true.
So you currently are carrying.
89 pounds. That's a lot.
You're carrying 90. Oh yeah, it's not too bad.
Of what?
I mean, would
I have
you
like. Okay. Oh,
do you
my
have
scale
like
mail
you have,
is
like
45 pounds. That's crazy.
That's why it gives you disadvantage on stealth because it's so massive and chunky
Mhm.
and loud.
Oh, I need better armor.
So if you can carry an extra 89 pounds,
let's see.
I could carry an extra 90 right now, which is insane.
I think so because I dropped all the armor and chainmail and stuff off. So yeah, I'm not
So,
carrying
you're
much.
you are currently carrying 85.5 of your 120 capacity.
Oh, am I
Wait
really?
a second. She can carry 120 and I can carry 180. Maybe I should carry
Oh,
you on
well,
my shoulders.
I right. I still have
I'm strong.
the short bow and looted daggers, which I had dropped off. So those should not be. Those I had dropped off with the with Glorb.
Okay,
So I don't know
so
how much of a difference. So here, I'll delete those.
well, the looted daggers and the short bow didn't even have a weight to them, so technically those weren't even being calculated.
Well, I'll take them off anyway. Let's see.
So your leather armor is like 10. You have like 10 pounds
my
worth of
rations.
torches. You got 20 pounds worth of rations. Another 10 pounds from the rope, a water skin. Yeah, it's adding up. You have a crowbar, hammer.
True. Well, where does it show my available, like what weight I have left? Because I don't even see that on the
So-
character sheet.
So in your inventory,
Uh-huh.
just to the like right of your portrait, like the top right, like just under like the
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
I see it. Well, yeah, I could probably carry her, but not her and all of her stuff. So I guess I could sneak back and we could leave some stuff in the wagon. Or we could just do our best to keep moving through. So while we're here, before we go too much further, nope, not that.
Honk, 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 honk,
Oh, also, yeah,
Honk.
Scooter, probably not the quietest.
honk.
Wasn't he still attached to the wagon?
He was.
Oh, and he kind of just unhitched himself. All right, so with an 18, what do I sense around here?
So you currently see a campfire with a fire, the flames are still dancing as if to say somebody was just here. There's a couple of chairs, there's like a tent that's like closed. Okay, so it looks like a little encampment.
Looks like how many chairs do we see?
You only see a couple.
Like 2?
And you see a singular tree with like a little bit of water around it.
And they're like camped out around the water?
Yep.
Okay. Well, if they're not there and they've been cooking, then they probably heard us. So I'm gonna slowly make my way back over here to tell Flora, be like, okay, I see a campsite out there, but it sounds like they probably heard us or possibly Scooter, because I can hear Scooter honking around. So we might want to bring one more person with us to just as backup.
Let's send one of the goblins in.
Yeah. Whip go. Yeah, Whip go.
No.
Sounds
A less important goblin.
I mean, I trust Whip.
Shot
You want to bring one of the
down.
goblins? I think we should bring Veld with us too. So
Yeah, the other goblin.
Oh, I was throwing my distraction and then heading back.
I'll be like, hey, Val, do you want to come with us and see if we can spread out and find the whoever was at the camp that walked away from it?
Yeah, are we going to need to be like amazingly stealthy for this? Because
I think that ship has sailed.
Okay.
Honestly. I'm probably still going to try and be stealthy just because, yeah.
Hey,
But
Flora's
we're
gonna go to this little goblin and be like, "Hey, see that campfire out there?
No.
Yeah, no. Trust me, it's just beyond these trees. Go see what's in there. Maybe they've got some coins or something, some treasures."
You say coins, and Gan, since you've been standing next to Whip, Whip this, because you renamed him too. The mention of coin, his eyes start, like, not even needing to do a insight check, his eyes start darting back and forth, like, eyes widen at the mention of, like, somebody leaving some shinies around.
Yeah.
And you know
Go get 'em.
you know Whip's motivation, so right now he's like
Flora's racist against goblins, I think.
he's like a dog on a leash. Like you can see Whip just like he wants to go forward, but then he's like looking at Gan like.
Flora's gonna point him in the direction of the campfire. Did I see it?
I kind of would have
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah,
I would
go
have
get him.
yeah.
Go see what's over there.
And then I'll kind of gesture to Val to like maybe follow behind the goblin if he does rush through. What does the goblin do?
He's looking at Gan like waiting for an order.
I'll look at Gan and be like, kind of shrug with question, look at me like, well, you want to send him in? What do you think?
It's not great.
Why are you wanting to send him in?
As bait,
See.
obviously.
Well, you guys wouldn't really
Distract.
notice that. Like this is specifically because Gan knows his goblins. So like the antsiness to Whip is
I wasn't
something
talking
that
to
Gan
Whip
just kind of
anyway.
just I don't know, not necessarily intuitively knows, but you're very aware.
I mean, all goblins are the same when it comes to coin, let's be honest.
But he's just like he's looking
gonna
real
elbow
antsy. He
him.
wants to go. Go ahead.
Yeah. What are you doing? Why are you being weird?
Shinies.
What, do you want to go poke around?
Shinies. Yes. Booyah, shinies.
Alright, this is what you do. Take one of these other meatheads with you. Send them in first. Tell them they can't touch anything. And then you just follow behind them. That way, if there's a trap, they blow up and not you.
He nods like 10 times. Yeah. Big boss, real smart. Yeah, big boss, real smart. Booyah, big booyah. And he grabs this goblin and just like flings him in front and starts pushing him. Go. Booyah,
Flora's gonna creep up back to where she was and watch.
Yeah. And I'm gonna kind of keep behind them.
Go get shinies. And then you see Whip hide behind this tree and start watching.
Best thing I've ever done. Yes.
Okay, what do I see? And hear?
You see a goblin start to like knock over chairs. Actually, no. The first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna go to that fresh food on the fire, and he's just gonna like rip a leg off of like probably some like venison. Get some meat on it. He's just gonna start chewing on it, and then he's gonna sit in a chair.
And do I hear anybody or see anybody around that might have issue with this?
Nope. Nobody currently.
Hmm.
Let's see. But with a perception
Wow.
of 23, you do notice there's some bubbles coming out of the water.
Oh, all right. Then I'm going to make
Like
my
it's
way over
boiling?
to the water. And
Yes.
could I, from here, can I see in the water?
Nope.
Okay. I'm
It's
kind of
it's
creep my
it's
way
it's
up.
pretty it's kind of like
Murky.
murky and dirty water.
Okay, well, I'll gesture to Flora and Veld or whoever is able to see me to come out and come toward the water, but put my finger to my lips to be quiet while doing it.
How close to the water?
Noted.
How
And
close to the water are you getting? Like right next to it to try and look in?
yeah, maybe 5 feet away from the
Oh,
edge.
Shiny's over here. Shiny's.
And I'm gonna point at the water and look at the goblin and be like, I think they're in there. See those bubbles?
Uh-huh. As he's chewing on some meat.
You wanna go check it out?
Okay. Sploosh. And he dives beneath the
Cool.
water.
Does he disappear
Yeah.
below the surface?
He does. Giving you the indication that this may be deeper than you thought.
Oh. Do we see more bubbles, less bubbles?
Well, we'll find out. So, Gan and Price, what are you two doing back here?
I think Bryce is probably just sitting on the wagon, like kicking his feet, kind of waiting to see what everyone's up to.
Okay, Scooter's.
I'm just hanging out with the goblins, smoking a
Alright.
cigarette. being
Scooter's
cool.
just like tugging at your
Being
clothes.
cool.
Yeah. So you're looking for bubbles or something? Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
bubbles
mean,
because
just
it just
signs
kind of
of-
jumped in.
Okay.
We're sort of
No
waiting for him to show
thrashing?
up. Can goblins swim?
I think so.
Oh no.
Okay, I am pretty sure I can swim. So I'm gonna wait a beat or two,
Kalia,
and
don't
then I'm gonna
do
go
it.
in after him. I'll be like,
Don't
this might have been a bad idea.
Don't do it, Kalia. I'll
Well, let's see. Do we have some, I think I have some rope on me.
I'll move up and
I do.
I'll move up and cast guidance on Kalia.
Thank you. So I have rope, so I'm going to tie rope around my waist and
Laura's looking
see,
back,
are
like
there-
hoping anyone will stop what's about to happen.
I'll be like,
It's just
let's see,
woods.
I can speak telepathically to Vald, can I?
Yeah.
I think I'm right. Okay, so I'll send you a thought. Be like, I think one of us needs to jump in, and do you want to or
I'll do it. Yeah.
okay? Because I was just thinking it'll be easier for us to pull you out than for you guys to pull me out.
Here, I'll cast guidance on Veld as well.
Although I could shape my feet into flippers to be able to swim through there easier.
Well,
All right. Well,
I mean, it's not like, the greatest
I think we
loss.
need to rescue our
If
goblin.
we need to,
I think
we need to
yeah.
go in.
let's send
Okay.
Vald in first. So we'll tie it around Vald and kind of brace ourselves. Be like, okay, just tug hard twice if you want us to pull you up. But the goblin went in after the bubbles, and I think there's someone down there. But now I'm kind of worried that we shouldn't have sent the goblin in there.
Okay.
It's been like a minute. The brain damage alone.
I mean, I'm sure he knows to hold his breath.
Does he, though? He's.
Probably.
I guess if an infant can do it.
You can attach the thing around you.
Yep.
Okay.
So I tie it around you,
And jump
and
in.
yeah, perfect. I'm braced just in case. Okay, what does he see?
It is
Can he see
very
them?
dark in
Yeah.
here. So anyway, Gan and Price, can you two please give me a perception check? No reason.
Ooh.
See, and Goose was complaining like, "Oh, I can't roll well for anything. I suck at roll." This is another nat 20. This guy right here. So, Gan, were you riding on the wagon? I think you were walking alongside, correct?
Yeah, I'm just out here on the out. I imagine the wagon's the center, like behind the goose.
Okay. So, you definitely like you're standing here, you think at first you thought, this giant goose is walking around making a ruckus and a commotion. But no. No, that's not it. No. It kind of felt like the ground beneath you was rumbling a little bit. And with the 18, you kind of had that familiar feeling as before when you were attacked by the ankage.
Oh.
But whatever this is, it's much faster. And it's almost like a bullet train under you, just kind of all the rumblings.
You guys have the worst luck with things underground.
And Price, there's definitely something underneath your feet. And it feels like it might be circling the wagon. And then you wait, you kind of pause for a moment and you feel like there's another one. There's at least 3 things moving beneath you right now.
Uh-oh.
And imagine it being like, because with the nat 20, imagine it being like not really like a swarm per se, but like, start off with one, and then, maybe that attracted attention with something else, and then it's like 2 and 3, and you just kind of time it in a way that's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, okay. But you don't really know what the intent is, per se.
Oh, yeah, Gan, do you feel that? What? You know what that is?
No, I mean, there were things that tunneled before, but I don't think it's that.
I
Probably go
got
away if we just ignore it.
I got a feeling that more of them are showing up before they're leaving.
You just ignore it. It'll go away. It's fine.
I feel like we're making a lot of stops, and it's already, pretty early in the adventure. I think if we're gonna go get this ore, we need to just keep moving. They'll catch up, right?
I don't know. What are they doing?
They smelled food or something.
Well,
I mean, I don't know what they're doing. It's weird.
Bryce is gonna look at Scooter and just have Scooter pull the wagon forward just a little bit and see if these trimmers follow the wagon. Like, I'd say like 5 or 10 feet.
Yep.
That's alarming. Again, I feel like whatever it is following the wagon. And there's nothing in the wagon to be attracting anything.
Anywho, those of you in the water. So,
Me.
yep. Give me a perception with disadvantage.
Okay. Disadvantage due to the water.
Yeah, because it's murky. It's not a dark vision thing. It's an obscured vision thing.
Okay, here. Is it on the? Where is perception? I don't know these new. Oh, there. Disadvantage. There.
And 11. You're having a hard time finding this goblin. I put the marker where you last saw him, but he is not there. As you feel around in the water, you can't really call out, right? Because you're underwater. But you like feel around. You
No,
try
but
and like look around.
I can reach out with telepathy.
I think you have to have a line of. Just checking one thing.
Or minor telepathy or whatever I have.
Limited telepathy.
Unlimited. Yeah.
You can telepathically speak to any creature you can see within 30 feet of you.
Right.
So.
And I didn't go with the thing to give me the better version.
Meanwhile, Kalia and Flora, you just see bubbles.
So, how long do we wait until we just pull him up?
Yeah, that's an important
Well,
question.
if he's
Can he
not
breathe under there?
panicking, I mean, he can. I trust him to let us know if he needs to come up before we would know any better. But I think probably just wait like a minute or two longer, or maybe a
Okay.
minute longer.
If we pull him
Alright.
up here and he's unconscious, I could probably still help him.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to wait a minute. Bryce and Gan, what do you want to do for the next exactly 60 seconds?
I'm trying like it. We long rested, so I'm assuming like Gan hasn't taken damage.
Right.
I have full health. I don't know. I have no idea.
Perfect. That's all I needed to know.
We could move the. We could get 60 seconds of travel time in. Make Cubed move all these goblin tokens up.
I mean, that's easy.
That's 10 turns, right? So what's their speed times 10? That's how far we want to move. We want to go to this crossroads up here.
This is going to take a minute to get for the giant goose to get, wind up in movement. But you're not, so I'll move that selection. And that. I'll move him up to about there. Because now a goblin stuck on Pratt. There we go. And at that point, the two of you next to the wagon, the rumbling stops.
See, told you it'd fix itself.
Yep. Totally.
What's funny about that is literally everything that Gan suggested. Like we ignore it and we just keep going, and it's like, okay, we'll do that, and then the rumbling goes away. Price right now is just kind of probably oddly looks like one of these goblins looking up at Gan like he knows everything.
So at that point, is the moment you say that, there is a loud crashing sound as the ground beneath the area around the wagon bursts forth
Uh-oh.
And you see, because it's 3 of them, you see 3 goblins just get completely and utterly just like snapped into by this creature here. This creature here. And this creature here.
Oh,
And
here's
I'm
the
gonna
luxury.
need to make sure that's toggled. And I'm gonna need some initiative
Wow.
as 3 of these goblins just get instantly just surprise attack, just all whopping 7 of their health. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this.
Oh yeah, are we rolling initiative as well over here?
Yep. Because you
Wow.
guys get the luxury of some other stuff you get to deal with.
Oh. I am very focused on making sure
feel
Valve
like-
is okay.
I have something else. And not that it matters, but
So gonna be I need to add you to the initiative, but I can't do that until the token's on the board. Okay, good to know, good to know. That's fine. I will add the tokens as the thing
I
happens.
can add my proficiency. Okay, I think that's what that +2 is.
He's gonna join too. Normal. So in the moment of this event happening, the goblins they're caught completely and utterly off guard. Like they had no idea what was going on. They don't pay attention. They didn't notice rumbling. They had no sense of threat. So for the purpose of this round, they are definitely surprised.
Uh-oh.
So they just don't do anything this round. Actually, let me at least add them, just to make sure I don't lose track. And that's going to be for the entirety of the group of goblins.
Do we know what these things are? I probably can't see them yet, actually.
All right, so Vold, you're underwater. You're trying to find this goblin. You reach out, and you do grab something. Yeah, you're pretty sure you got somebody. It's got to be that goblin, right?
Yeah.
Who else could it be? Do you try and pull him up?
I probably would, yes, and give the signal to assist pulling.
There is resistance. Like they're not
So-
wanting to be pulled up.
Well, we're gonna also start pulling because we got the signal.
That's fine.
Right.
So with all of our combined strength,
With our powers combined. Yeah, she just couldn't physically see them with the perception. So you start pulling. So I'll say that's your action. In your move, actually, give me a. We'll do it this way. Give me a. It will be strength based, so athletics.
all of us, we're pulling.
So it would be him with
Oh,
because
well.
it would be him with advantage because you're technically aiding him.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna 20. Oh yeah, he killed it. Yeah, whatever it is it's stuck. That's a base 17. Even with
then-
all of you pulling, like you cannot seem to gain any ground.
Okay, well then I will let go to be able to come back up for air.
I don't know why the tokens are resetting themselves like that. I hate that. All right. So you start heading back up?
Yeah.
Perfect. Da-da-da-da.
No
Da-da-da-da.
goblin there. No, he didn't find the other goblin.
I didn't. I found something, but it would not budge.
Disadvantage, advantage. Okay. All right. Nothing happens. Because it's that
Ooh,
one
lucky.
and that one. There's one there. Maxi Hunter there. All right.
Did we get fouled out of the water? Okay.
Yep.
And we still no sign of the goblin, huh?
No sign at all.
That's not good. He's probably not coming back.
Maybe not.
Actually, I'll give him a little marker, like question mark. I can't give him like, oh, there we go. Give him a little question mark because you have no idea what's going on with him. All right. So that is your turn, Vold. And passive perceptions. What is yours? Yours is a 15 and I can't
Can you
read.
do
Oh,
us
a
a scroll?
16. So you can see bubbles in the water. The two of you. What's Vold's? Vold's is 11. Okay.
That might be a good sign.
So the two of you see bubbles in the water and they're kind of like moving. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Well, I'm going to probably back up from the water just in case. Let me see.
It could be your goblin friend trying to get out.
He could. It could. That's why I'm not going to go too far back just in case he needs help. But I assume what Val told me while he was kind of surfacing is what, about that he didn't see the other goblin but there was something down there that didn't want to come up. So I'm going to kind of be cautious. But do I sense anything in particular with a 17?
I mean, visually, you can't really see through the water. But, I mean, the 17 didn't really change much from before. Like, you see the bubbles moving.
Okay.
And he would go on the total goblin's turn. Anyway. Oh, wait. You wouldn't have been able to make the roll yet anyway. It's not your turn. What are you doing?
Oh, I don't know.
Silly goose.
Really
All right,
goose.
Vold, you're done? Because you did your action and I think you have a little bit of movement. Because basically swimming is like difficult terrain, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you have like 5 more feet of movement.
I'm good where I'm at, but
Okay. So I already had them go. Price. You saw these things burst out of the ground right after you're like, Gan's he's got good points. Is perfectly, just if you just ignore it, it goes away. And then the ground beneath you just exploded. Goblins just got instantly murdered.
Uh-oh.
Are Gan and I able to go on the same turn?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'm assuming Gan's just gonna want to go hit one of these things.
Now it's gonna try to negotiate.
Right. So as far as if we can go at the same turn, we can obviously position for like flanking and stuff. Are you gonna go after this one?
Yeah, it's the closest one.
That's what I thought. All right. Price is going to let's see if I oh cool. If I go right there, right? I should
Yeah, that's flanking.
all right.
I'll allow it.
And Price is gonna cast Flame Blade.
Nice.
That would hit. A scorching sword slams into the creature.
Oof.
10. So. But then minus 10. Okay. Perfect. So a
Wait, can I
10
use my
would.
inspiration to re-roll that?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna burn it immediately.
Perfect.
Big bucks, no whammies.
Okay.
Yes.
Did
Funny
11
enough,
help?
that is actually
No way.
exactly what you needed.
All
So
right.
perfect.
So it did work. All right.
That is so that +1. So you went to swing at it, right? And you kind of felt like you're, because maybe you're used to like your old sword, right? You're kind of used to the weight of
Yeah.
it, and then you're just like, wait a minute, this is like a great axe. I need to shift my weight this way, and just barely enough to land beneath, somewhere beneath its carapaced hide.
All right. So that's 27 damage. Sure. And then 6 of that is necrotic. And 21 of it's slashing.
All right, calculated.
So I'm watching like as soon as these guys like burst out of the ground, right? As I suspected all along, all right. I just wanted to play nonchalant so that they wouldn't get, scared off cuz I really wanted to fight. They eat this
What the
guy.
heck?
He's chomped in half immediately, and I've already got a hand on like the heft of this the Nemu, right? The big axe that I've got, Nemu, I think it is.
Yeah.
Like just the pair of us like in sync. Imagine like Price running this way, and so I'm kind of skidding around, and I can see doing like this semicircle kind of movement, and then I've got like just this huge. You can see as I'm like got this seething rage going on. There's like this purple necrotic kind of like vision happening at the corners of my eyes a little bit, and it swirls down my arm and extends to this axe. And I'm just cleaving this thing in like kind of an upward kind of thrust, hoping to like slice its big ass throat open.
You definitely do a a good chunk of damage to it.
This is a potentially random question, but
I believe this is magic weapon too for resistance purposes.
Correct.
does this thing have anything on it that's metal? that we can notice?
That's not
You
a
have-
random question. I
you
know what that
have
means.
no idea without studying these things. As far as you can tell, just looks like they have very carapace, chitinous hides.
Just kind of like creatures. Okay. Because yeah, I literally don't know what that is. That's pretty sure as far as action economy, that's going to be my turn.
So that was you two. And then Flora.
Sorry, I'm doing a lot of measuring to see if I can even get to you guys. And I don't think I can.
So if you double move, you can do 60. But that would be
Yeah,
your whole turn.
I've also got Misty Step, which is a bonus action now, which would get me within 60, but then I still couldn't reach what I want to reach. Unfortunately. So 60 feet command. 60. I'll try to Sacred Flames that guy in front of Gan. Okay. So Misty Step is a bonus action. And then I can move my 30 feet, correct?
Yep.
And because of my little the feat I took at level 4, I can do Misty Step for free once a day. It doesn't take a spell slot. Sorry, I'm mostly just talking out loud. So it'll be 30, and then I'll run 30 to stand 10 feet behind Whip. Oops, sorry.
So if you want to move to that spot when you do the measurement tool, just hit spacebar.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you don't have to like keep
And
clicking through it.
Then I'm gonna throw this in chat just for funsies. And I will cast Sacred Flame on that lizard thing in front of Gan. Now that I can see it, do I know what it is?
I mean, it's a big, weird looking creature.
All right.
I mean, you
It's
could
obviously
do like a
attacking him, though.
nature. We're trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
There's checks
I wanna know
involved.
What it is. I don't know what it is. Okay. Well, I nonetheless try to Sacred Flame it. I think he has to make this.
Dexterity.
Yep.
This inch. Let me see if I could. If I click the token,
I was
then
gonna
I
say,
do
I think.
this.
Can you just click?
Well,
Oh,
never mind.
shit.
So you go to
Damn
cast
it! Cubed.
Sacred Flame. Hey, I deserve a crit every so often. All right, and that's a
All right,
whopping
I'll give it to you.
19. So that's not. Doesn't even break 20. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
You see sparkles. They were cute. They didn't do anything.
Yep, it just kind of makes its scales like shimmer a little bit in the sun.
It's pretty now.
That's neat. I can do that. So that was your move,
Oh, that's
your
me.
action.
Sorry.
Okay. Goblin Teen. I need to roll to see if they freak the fuck out. I'm going to give them a wisdom save. And if they fail, they scatter like
die.
rats.
Oh.
Let's go.
They are stalwart and ready to fight. Apparently. Where are these crits when I need them in other games? Can I even hit them? Okay. So they're just going to start surrounding Goblin Pack Tactics. Wait, not that one. Actually, you know what? They're so full of confidence. He's going to trigger attack of opportunity. Nah. There. Is he in range? He's not in range of anything. He can go there. He's dead. There we
Okay,
go.
that's 2 crits in a row. He's cheating.
Is it? I mean, I could re-roll it if you want.
Nah, I'm just teasing.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll re-roll it. Oh, there's still one more. So this guy's just gonna be like eager to help out boss. And I, instead of rolling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, I'm gonna roll 1. One big roll for all the gobos. And they all have their little scimitars. And it's just like, meh.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like what they would say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take that. Yes, that. So they're pecking at it. They're pecking. And then that group. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then the one next to Gan, like he did like a couple of damages.
Yeah, just a couple.
But the Horde of Goblins aren't the heroes or the star of the show, so they're not gonna be like, we took stuff down and you guys are just a party. They're just like these weak little minions, like at best, they're trying their best, but they're also not good at what they do per se. Kalia. Update combatant.
Whale.
Even save there. I don't know why it
Character
keeps.
sheet got closed.
Oh, there's one more goblin that I had to do.
Go for it.
But no, so go for it. Because I don't think it's gonna matter much.
Whale. Should I re-roll my perception, or do you want to use the one I did before? I think it was 17. Yeah.
Oh, did I not add them?
Just curious to see if the bubbles have turned into anything actionable.
Nothing new yet. But you are in turn
So
order.
I'm gonna call out and be like, Goblin, are you there? Is that you? And I'm gonna start preemptively making my long arms. Just in case it isn't our goblin friend. Might back up just a little bit more as well. Yeah, back here is
5, 10, 15.
good. And then I guess I'll just. Would I have one more action after that, technically? Like free action of calling out and then one move?
Yeah. So you'd still have an action and a bonus.
So is he not here? The goblin that you just put on the shore?
Oh, he climbs out the water. And
good.
then he sees your
Good.
arms, and then he freaks out and jumps back in.
No! Oh no! I'll pull my arms back to normally, like, I'm sorry. Now, okay, but were there bubbles beyond where he was?
I mean,
I
it's just a
thought other
lot of
bubbles,
bubbles
right?
now because there's a lot of motion. Like
Okay,
he got out the
but-
water, so it's like now it's just a bunch of disturbed water. I mean, in the course of the 2 to 3 seconds, you would have spotted that.
Well, didn't you say something about seeing bubbles coming closer?
Yeah,
Was that
but it's turn order,
exceptionally-
so
right?
just-
No, but
yeah.
but this was right. Was that before initiative or was that after initiative?
you just saw bubbles before, and then you saw bubbles
Okay.
moving during, and technically
Okay.
this is still the first turn.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll be like, I'm sorry, and I'll pull my arms back to normal. It's okay. Well, but if I had seen more bubbles, just in case, I'm probably still gonna stay back here. So be like, and I'll hold it. Maybe I'll be like, let him know it's okay.
Okay.
Me and my long arms.
You stupid
and then
little arms.
I guess my question was, is if I would have another action, can I hold my action?
I think you can. We'll say yeah for now. I know you can hold
Okay.
your turn, but I think the actions is one of those more house ruley things.
Hmm.
Because then it's like, how do you properly track that? Other than hope you remember.
I'll remember.
I hope so. If not, anyway.
Action lost. There.
So let's see. You don't know what's going on under the water. The goblin just jumped back under, and let's see. Which shall it be? Gonna be revert attack. Normal. Goblin AC is 15. That would actually miss. Cause wait, he would have moved there. Nope. He gets one more. Gets to do it one more. Damn it. Normal. Okay. Versatile. 8. Okay. A lot of bubbles.
Oh.
And it's like I said, it's real murky water, so it's just like black. And some splooshing, but it's probably from the fact that, you terrified that poor little guy back into the water.
Yeah, that's probably all it is.
Yeah, it's most
Mhm.
likely what
I'm
it
sure
is.
that's- yeah,
Couldn't be anything
that's
worse.
a-
Anyway,
Nah.
Whip sees Big Boss over there fighting, and he's like, Whip, come help Big Boss. Yeah, booyah. And then he just attempts his best to, I'm using a scimitar, but it's basically it's his own version. You know what? I should give him a whip. No, he's using a scimitar because he doesn't have a whip that can do damage right now unless somebody gives one to him. Oh, wait. That's advantage. Get him, little guy. For a whopping 6 points of damage. He cuts into this
That's
thing.
better than I do sometimes.
He cuts into this thing, and he's just like, he draws some blood, like maybe gets under the chin a little bit, and like, because he's so much smaller than this thing is, it's just kind of like blood's again like on his face, and he's just like looking up again, like yeah, booyah. Then top of the order, Vold, as I put the damages in.
Well, you scared him back in, and obviously he can get out by himself, so I'm not going back in for him.
Yeah.
Oh. 20.
And then my...
Yes.
I'm going to blast that guy.
Go
The
for it. You unleash you hurl energy or something at this thing, maybe, sorta. Who knows?
I blast it.
A check mark by him.
With your blasters.
Yep, a 25 would definitely hit. An 18 there, maybe that's his AC. You did just a little bit more than the goblin did.
Yep.
-8.
Oh, and if I had whatchamacallit, that would have been a crit.
You only have one blast, right?
Currently, yes.
Okay.
Not until
Uh-huh.
5.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah, I'm not ready to bonus action yet, so.
All right.
So if let's see, where's our turn order? Okay, so I oh wait, I didn't realize Valve was the beginning of the next one because I guess I wouldn't have seen anything coming out of the water while I still had my last action available, right?
Nope.
Okay, then that works.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30. Still in the water though. Five, 10, 15, 20. So now you can give me a perception check. You saw somebody jump out of the water and dip behind this rock.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, Valve.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I guess it's not really on my turn, so
Oh yeah.
but I guess we can chat. But
and I'm gonna need. Let me double check something. Okay. I'm gonna need you to make me a dexterity save. As you see what looks like a weirdly shaped like potion bottle or like a rock, maybe like a rock shaped like a potion bottle or potion bottle shaped. It's weird, and it lands at your feet, and
Potion
then
rock.
uh-oh,
it explodes.
that enough to save me?
Yes,
Oh, thank goodness.
the concussion of it only makes it so you take half, which is not really that much. So it's still a minimum of 1. However, the secondary effect, I have to put a tool measurement thing here for you. This area is
Is
now
it on fire?
obscured.
Oh, like darkness?
Smoke. Like it's kind of like a
Mm,
choking
okay.
smoke, like a smoke bomb or something.
Okay.
So that's his move, that's his action. 1, 2, 3. And this guy, he's gonna do the same thing. Yep. Vold, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. As there's a like rock looking, like a rock shaped potion bottle that lands at your feet and just kind of breaks on impact, but it has a slightly different effect. To which, if you fail the save, you take 4 damage. If you pass, only 2. Have you done a save? You know how to do saves, right? If you're there, that is Fold.
I did cast guidance on Vold earlier too, and he hasn't used it yet.
Oh yeah, and you had it on me as well, but I didn't need it.
Well, you can only have guidance on one person at a time because it's a concentration spell.
Oh. Who did you cast on last? Val?
Vold. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Which guidance Just so you
It
know.
would be for an ability check, right? Or a saving throw? Or no?
Can add the number to one ability check.
Oh, not saving throws. Okay. Never
Right.
mind.
Did Vald rolled yet? Nope. You there, Vald?
Yeah.
Dexterity save.
I hate the new thing about having to go bounce back and forth. It just seems. Okay. Dexterity. I'm clicking on it. It's not doing anything. Oh,
So
okay.
where your stats are.
Down and to the right where it says saving throws.
Okay. Oh, that. Okay. Got it.
$14. Just barely. So you only take 2 points of damage. But it still lands. I gotta put a marker down for you. Much smaller effect. So as the bottle/rock lands at your feet, it just kind of explodes a little bit of concussion to it. Not a whole lot. But the secondary effect, I will need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. As
Stink bomb.
this just smells so bad. It's so like choking. But you're fine. You're a goblin-esque. Your party sticks you in mud holes. They make you swim in murky water. You're used to holding your breath at this point. So that was all they do. And you just kind of saw like a potion bottle get flung from the water. Price. Get him.
How is this thing looking?
Pretty beat up.
Are we going
Got
at
big
the
old
same
slash
time?
marks in it. It's got like the goblins cut into it. It looks real close to the brink.
If we're going at the same time, if you want me to hit first, 'cause
Yeah,
if I
that
finish
makes
it, I
sense.
get an extra attack as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would also mean that we could use your damage on whichever next one we go for.
Are these things not in the initiative?
Thought I put them in it. I guess. Wow, I didn't. Okay. Well,
I thought they were the turtles.
no, I forgot to hit initiative for them. It was because they did the surprise round, and I just kind of, whatever.
Ah.
That's a crit.
Ooh, let's go.
I could.
It's too late to retroactive them.
That's 12. That's 35 damage.
That one. Give me a second, making sure I'm going for the right ones here.
Okay. That's 4, 5, 6, 7's going to be necrotic, and then 28 slashing.
Yeah, it would die. Cleaved in twain, or however you choose to describe it being murdered.
Yeah, I want to do this thing where I just run through it. Like I'd already nicked it in the neck. We've got it cornered like 6 different ways right now. So I'm just gonna try to go right through the middle, and then like as it's like sliding apart, I want to kind of like shoulder my way through its like.
That's what happens when you have so
form
many tokens
to
on the
rush over
board.
here and get off another attack. Because if I kill an enemy with a 2-handed weapon, I get to attack again. And that would be flanking with this little goblin, right?
Yep, because he is friendly.
12.
A 12 would hit.
All right, now I don't get the necrotic on this one. That's only the first target I hit per day.
per day.
So it's 22 damage.
Minus 22. It looks hurt.
No
Ish.
necrotic, all slashing. And you can see, I don't think we've got to fight too much. We definitely got to fight in the town, but that was after I was already exhausted, and then I got beat up pretty fast. This is like, Price would be able to see, this is like my element. This is the only time Gan actually looks happy. He's always like frowning, right? But here he's got this almost maniacal kind of smile, blood like splattering onto his teeth, and he doesn't even care. He just spits a little bit and just keeps swinging. Like, he's in heaven right now.
Like, finally, your time to shine.
Right?
Oh,
Oh, and it's
see?
contagious. Look.
Yeah, it is.
That's the third crit for Goose. Who's like, I can't do nothing. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
when I get 3 nat ones in a row that we burned inspiration for, I feel like I have a little bit of room to complain.
Hold on. Is this the third nat 20 in a row too? Let's see.
No.
No.
No, okay. There's one.
Yeah. Price is just kind of mumbling to himself. He's like, he really is a leader.
Dang.
That's
Okay.
20.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, it looks like it might be on the brink of death now.
Price,
Like
Price
you're
is just
seeing Price doing almost as much. Let's see, how much did you do in that first attack? You did.
the first one was 11.
Well, I'm looking at Gan. I think Gan did like 20 something. Well, the one before that, 35.
And then, 35, 22, and
Yeah. So you can see like that flame, like whatever Price is doing with that fiery blade, like he's doing damage comparable to you right now.
yeah. Oh,
Price
I'm,
is
I'm
just-
watching, learning.
Price is just learning how to be bloodthirsty from Gan.
All right, is that all of you guys' actions? 1, 2.
That's a good question. I have a bonus action, but I don't think I can do anything with it.
I mean, they're not too crazy.
I'm good.
Okay, Flora.
Flora was headed toward the action here as quickly as she could, but just watched Gan slice through this lizard pretty effortlessly. She does this little like, you've seen like a deer in the headlights where it can't like quite figure out which way it wants to go.
Yeah, you're dead center of all the action. There's bombs exploding behind you. There's these creatures that burst out from the ground in front of you.
So she's gonna hop back
There
towards
may or may not be something else that
towards
comes into play in a
Vaughn
second.
and Kalia.
Round
And then
three.
I'm gonna take my action to run up here behind them, and I'm gonna cast Aid on them, which will give them, I don't know what's happening, but can I see maybe like clouds of vapor?
Oh yeah, you
or something?
you see like a cloud that's, yeah, they just look like clouds.
So all 3 of us will gain 5. I think my understanding is you gain 5 hit points on top of your max, and then you gain 5 right now, basically, like if you're not at your maximum, you go up. Everybody goes
Okay.
up by 5. Sorry.
And then a temporary 5.
2,
Yes.
3. On the turtle's turn that
I'm not sure why there's a
the
healing button here.
basilisk shows up.
Yeah, target's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the next 8 hours. So
Whoa,
just
awesome.
know
Thank
that
you.
you'll have these for a while, but I don't know what to do. Flora will say that. I don't know what to do.
You'll probably hear me be like, I'm fine. That we're all right.
I'm done.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you for coming to
Alright.
talk.
The things that didn't have initiative before, they'll finally get to go. That's okay. They took out 3 goblins. I'm fine with that.
Maybe they get double attacks for some reason.
Let's see here. So there's a big Gan looking guy, but there's a tiny little Price looking guy.
He does have a flame sword.
Let's determine this. One or 2 will be Gan, 3 and 4 will be Price. Gan it is.
Rush just hit him really hard earlier, and he was the last one to attack too. He
Yeah,
cinched him
that
with
is
a
true.
flame sword.
Okay, yep. You've convinced me. You don't have to twist my arm.
I mean, he's got a little gnome on his back stabbing him with a sword made of flames, right? He's bite-sized.
He's a snack.
Literal.
You're bite-sized.
So this thing's gonna turn towards Price and bite at him and try and just eat him.
Oh shit, he gonna gobble you up.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And he definitely does the nibbles. And you get 10 points of piercing damage. And this thing looks like it's just trying to swallow you whole. So you're like in its mouth right now. And I'm gonna need you to roll me either in acrobatics or in athletics. Like basically to try and wiggle out of it or overpower it.
All right.
I highly recommend trying to overpower it. You should totally do that.
Yeah. Is it just normal?
Yes, sir. See, I told you should have tried to overpower it. Nobody ever listens to the DM.
Oh.
So, again, you see Price just get, like, this thing just chomps down on him and he just disappears. Like an old school, like, Power Range, like, do you remember the old school Power Rangers when, like, a Power Ranger would get eaten? You see, like, his little legs dangling out and it, like, lifts his head up in the air and Price goes in.
Like, I think I see this happen, and I'm like, all right, I'll remember you. Like, I just accept that he's dead now.
Rude.
You just do like the 07. Just watch. We're drowning. I'll remember you. All right, Goblin Teen. Just a quick little rolly roll. Normal for them. Boom. They all miss.
I love you guys saying one thing.
They're terrible at this. That's fine. They're minions. You see the goblins like swinging at it like meh, meh. And their little swords just like bouncing off the carapace. And then Kalia.
All right. Well, knowing what direction I was facing, I'm going to do my best to back up unless I am incapacitated somehow.
Hope you're not
Wait, can you hear me?
incapacitated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll
You just can't really see through it, obscured.
fair. Yeah, so I'll back up, just wanting to get further away from whatever it was. And look around. Do I probably can't see because one of them would be behind the rock, so I wouldn't see him, and the other one might still be in the water, right? Behind the cloud, between or the clouds
Yeah,
between
like
me and them.
you couldn't even see around that cloud.
But I would be able to see where the rock is, right?
Yes.
So let's see. Sorry, one sec. I already moved 15. Could I move here? Or let's see, could I move there for my double my move? Because it would be 15 plus 45 would be 60, right?
And that would be, yes, that'd be 45 right there from where you, 45, yeah. 60.
Which, although.
No, wait,
hardly
65.
65?
Because he started there,
Oh, yeah.
that's 20.
Yeah.
And then the 20 from there.
That's 20? Oh, it is. Yeah, okay. So, let's see. I'm going to come over. I'm actually going to go over here. Wait. I'm going to go there for my full move.
All right,
So I
are you
can
sure
have
you want to go
you-
there?
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure. Nothing ominous at all. Anyway.
Committing to it. The best I can think of right now, so.
So
All right, and I'm
so
done.
that's it. All right.
Probably still coughing a bit. Just like, oh my God. Oh.
So 10. You would hear, let's see, hold on, wait. They'd be there. You'd see the head of, because from where you are, you'd just barely, yeah. You see the head of like maybe like a turtle stick its head above water. And you can definitely hear the words amongst your coughing. Eat 'em, chompers. And at that point, they were there, so it'd be over there. All right. You hear the sounds of the trees parting. Something big and real rumbly. Boop. Kind of look like it's like, there's like a little bit of an incline up here, like a little hill. And you hear something over there. Yeah, because I had to figure out where he was before you guys arrived. So let's see. Let me check its movement. Okay. And you see this like 8-legged lizard with like the spiky like spikes all along its back, sharp teeth, and probably even more terrifying claws. And it can't get to you from there. But okay. Yep, it's just looking at you.
Can I talk to it outside my turn?
I mean, you can always try.
I'm just gonna be like, no chompers, not food, friend, not food. I'm just gonna put my hands out like, it's okay, big guy.
Okay. Nope. But you can't do that yet. If a creature starts its turn within 30 feet of the masses, and the two of them see each other, and force a creature to make a DC 12 con save. Okay.
Good luck over there.
Thank you.
So I'm going to make this easier for myself. Actually, yeah, it's fine in that initiative. Okay. So then the situation over here. This thing's going to try and eat a goblin. Rawr.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's going to eat a goblin.
Don't worry, we'll cut you out.
Yeah.
Do you have your bag on you?
You sure
Just-
will.
Just open your bag inside its stomach and pull out a wagon.
And then Whip chimes in. Booyah, got this. Never mind, Booyah can't get that far. You know what? No, he doesn't give it. He doesn't. Fuck that. Gonna full run. Just to get there. Just to add a chance of him getting eaten too. Alright, but that's all he can do because he can only double move.
Mhm.
And this thing already went on its turn. Vold.
Yeah. So,
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you are starting your turn in this cloud. You are fine. It still stinks.
you. Move there. Out of the ewness. And then I'm going to blast this guy.
You do be blasted.
He does have some cover,
Blasted.
so
He does.
yeah, because he's kind of ducked behind the rock.
That's why I moved here, so it would, because it's clear to him.
He
but
still has some
that's-
cover though, because you can look. If you look, there's still a little bit there that he's behind. If you move slightly differently, then he won't. Oh, don't want to do that. I want the measurement. And he still has a little. It's good enough. We'll just go with it.
And oh wait, yeah, spells are here. Section. I'm actually going to X to start and then blast him.
Do that properly. Yep, 18 would hit. -13. Ah, bandits, all of you! You will never take our goods alive! Never! As you smack him with the Eldritch Blast. Anything else? That all you got?
That's a move, action, bonus action. So yeah, I'm done.
All right. Do. 5, 10, 30. So you see a flask of some kind get flung from the water at the guy behind the rock. That's going to be prime plus that. Oh no, it's 2d8. 5. Okay. Oop. All right. What? No, not plus. Damn it. There. And as the bottle breaks on this guy, it looks like his wounds start to mend. And then this guy's turn. Chompers, to me! And then you see this creature about to start moving, but it's not his turn. Price.
If little table talk, since we both got 19s, right? If you're having to get out of this thing's mouth, you want me to try to just cut its head off so you don't have to like do a check? You could just crawl out.
Yeah, might as well.
I'm still flanking with this guy.
Let's see what he gets.
21,
That would hit.
33 damage.
It goes smoosh.
And since that
Oh.
died, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I get the bonus attack this one.
Did you see your other roll?
What?
That wasn't the 19.
Oh, what was it? Oh, 1. See,
Yeah, I would
that's
like to
why-
impose
that's why-
disadvantage. No, just kidding.
17.
So
And
Price,
this
you
one
wouldn't.
doesn't get necrotic.
So for Price, you still have to climb out of it. So I'd say that's. Let's see, 5. I'd say that'd take up like 10 feet worth of. Yeah, I'd say half your movement because you are climbing out of this thing. Like you were in its gut.
But just to help with that, right? I'd like to kind of like just I don't know. I don't want to make a mechanic that makes it easier. I'm just gonna axe this thing in between the eyes, right? And then once it's dead, like put my foot like against its head, pull my axe out, sprint over here to his buddy, deal 25 slashing damage to that thing, and then just kind of yell back at Price and just be like, "All right, get out of there. Quit lollygagging around."
And minus 25. All right. Calculated.
So you said half my movement,
Yeah, so it'd only be like 15 feet.
and if I got to here, I could still attack with melee.
Yep. Unless
And
your movement
so
speed is not 30.
yeah, it is.
I think
So.
I
Flame
got rid of
Blade
that.
was a concentration spell. I got hit, so it broke the concentration.
Well, you roll
But
a
Did you roll?
No, I
con
didn't.
save.
Okay.
It's a DC 10 or half the damage that you received, whichever's higher, I think, right?
Yeah, so it'd be a 10 because you took 10 damage.
I took 10 damage, yeah. Let's see. Where is it? There. Hey.
Just barely.
Cool. All right. 'Cause I was going to do something else otherwise, but I'll just continue on with the Flame Blade.
Lord of Light.
blades of light.
What are you
15.
attacking? From the inside out?
Minus.
No, I climbed out of this dead carcass.
Mm-hmm.
This Gan cut it in half, and now I went over here and I'm attacking this guy.
The battle.
Oh, chat was sorry. I was looking at a different part of the map.
Silly.
Yep.
Billy Billy. So that is Bryce. Movement, attack, did that. Gan killed thing, went over there. Flora. You saw this creature just jump out of the woods from where you are. Yep.
Where? What is? Oh, that's Chompers. That blue thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it was the turtle. I'm sorry. It's racist. Again, Flora's a little deer in the headlights here. How far away is he? I will. I'll take one step back. I'm gonna shout. I don't think
There you
anyone's
go.
gonna
Just
hear.
to give you a.
Oh, yeah, that's creepy. I don't think anyone's gonna hear necessarily, but I'm gonna
Chompers.
try to shout to the people on the road. They're coming out of the water. Help!
Should
Help!
be stompers.
And
feet.
then I will shout at Chompers to stop. And he must make
A wisdom saving throw. So he does get a wisdom saving throw. So select him. Select wisdom saving throw. It's normal. Then you say stop or halt.
Sure, yes.
The target doesn't move and takes no
Freeze.
actions.
I say, freeze, you're under arrest.
The flying creature stays aloft, provides able to do so, must stay aloft. Must move distance there. Okay. Okay, so wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect on target that's undead. If it doesn't understand your language, or if you man
That's
is
fine.
okay.
It may not.
I mean, what language are
find
you
out.
saying it in?
Common.
Okay, then it stops. Because I mean, you heard them say chompers to me, and it looked like it was about to head over there.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
So, the creature looks like it is halted. Doesn't move and take any actions.
Good.
Does this still make this thing happen though? If a
Thank
creature
goodness
starts
for
its
that.
turn within 30 feet.
We'll see.
Oh, it's not even
You
in
better
action.
get out of there. Would that mean that it couldn't take a attack of opportunity if she ran past it as well?
I think I'm still too far from it, aren't I?
Yeah, you're
You
far,
are,
far
but
enough.
I'm just curious if you walked
Yeah.
past.
It can take
something that
no
was
action, so
contended.
it wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
All right, is that it? Looks like it.
Sorry. Yes. Guys, I have to pee and also I have to take my dog out to pee real quick. I'm real sorry. I'll be back in a moment.
That's fine.
I'm sorry that I have to pee, okay?
Oh. I just realized I could have healed myself on my turn.
Just do an attack, normal
What do
9,
you
they
need healed
miss.
for? Do you take damage or something?
Yeah.
Almost eaten or something? You remember how the DM rolled and they were like, all right, we're going to focus
Yeah,
again.
you're very convincing.
All right. Kalia, you're looking at this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need you to make double checking one thing. Yep, a Constitution saving throw. Don't fail; it'll suck.
No. Okay. Well, that's what inspiration's for.
Yeah, it is.
That's better.
Okay, that is enough. You just got.
Woo!
You were just kind of staring at this thing, and as you're looking at it, you know it's halted. It can't take any actions, but you're staring right into its glowing eyes, and you almost kind of get lost in them.
So pretty.
But
Shake
you
my
managed
head,
to
be like, no.
take it off.
Like, that is a nasty trick, Chompers. I respect it.
But it is unable to do anything. Okay. Just had to
So.
do a thing. But yeah, it's still your turn.
Okay. Well, shoot. Well, first I'm going to yell, be like, we're not bandits. We're traveling here from the village. We don't mean you any harm. Do they respond?
Then why are you attacking us, huh? Why are you here? Why you sneak up on us?
Well, we didn't
We
know
heard
who
you.
was here. We didn't know who was here, and we didn't attack you. You attacked us.
You steal our things, clearly bandits.
What did we take?
The one in water.
The one in water
Spearing.
is a goblin. We will make him give it back if he took anything. But truly, we mean you no harm. We're from the village just southwest of here.
Give me a persuasion.
Then why is he attacking us, We only throw things to cover our escape. Look at you, attacking us. Stealing bandits, all of you.
Not bandits, and defending ourselves. You appeared to attack us first, throwing what we didn't know at us. It's very normal for us to defend ourselves, but I'm not attacking. I'm not even trying to defend myself yet. So if you'll call off Chompers, let's clear the air here. Truly, we don't mean you any harm, but we will defend ourselves.
Then you put down the weapons first.
My hands are going to be up. I'll be like, my hands are empty of weapons.
That one.
And he points over to Vald, which you can't see because there's a giant cloud in the way.
I'll be like, okay, hang on. And I'll telepathically send a message to Val. I'll be like, Val, we might have a chance to talk. Put your finger guns away for a second.
Okay.
And put your hands up to let them know that you're unarmed.
But what
At least
about
as far
this
as I know.
this big thing over here?
Well, one thing at a time. Because if they're in control of them, then maybe they can get them to stop. Do they
Okay.
see him kind of show that he is now unarmed?
You don't know. He's behind a rock.
Okay. No. Okay, well then I'll be like, okay. He has put his weapons away. And that's like
I will
truly.
show my palms.
And you won't really be able to walk out because it's not your turn yet, but yeah, because they probably can't see you because you're behind a rock. But
All right.
although is Vald also behind a rock? Truly, is that a
He's
rock?
like in
or
the
no?
trees.
The other one.
Oh, in the trees. Yeah.
They're not worried about little
You
Flora.
can't see the hunter guy because
They can't-
of the rock, but
They
Because
can't
he's
see
behind a
Flora.
rock, yeah, and they can't see Flora at all. Be like, there. He's put his weapon away. Should we all walk out into the center and talk? And I hear a ruckus. Can you call off your other creatures?
I do not know what you talk about.
Sounds like something's attacking the rest of our group on the road. They aren't yours?
No, we have chompers.
Oh, well,
To me, chompers.
But Chompers
be
is
like,
like
"Please-"
still hold person commanded.
I'll be like, right? Be like, oh, well, please come help us then. And I'm going to run as fast as I can. And as I'm running, I'll just yell, be like, I promise we don't mean you any harm. Please come help us.
Gan would never
And then-
accept help.
Well, Gan doesn't have to know. And then as I run past Chompers, I'll be like, good boy, Chompers.
So that's all you
As far
do.
as I can go.
So his turn. He's kind of. Let's see. He'll poke his head up from the water. You see this like turtle just kind of like have his head poked up from the surface of the water, looking around like. So we don't.
No. We will see if they are trustable. Give them a moment.
Okay.
And they probably just, as I'm running, I'm just like, please help us over here. I'm like trying to run over there. Like, I promise we won't hurt you if you don't attack us.
He's too slow moving for that to process this turn. This
Yeah.
thing. Let's see here. There are 3 juicy targets now. There's a goblin that it can try and eat. There's a price. There's a Gan. I think I should roll a dice unless somebody convinces me and twists my arm to attack somebody specifically.
Hit Gan.
All right, that was the
vote
first
Gan,
answer.
I think it should attack itself.
Oh, hey, why didn't? Yeah.
Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself.
Quit trying to eat your tail. It looks delicious like a little worm.
Normal. Does a 16 hit Gan? AC. I'm still kind of getting used to this UI. And my brain farted. 13 ace. There it is. Duh. All right. It's gonna nibble on the Gan fellow for half of that because he's raged. So Gan gets 19 points of damage, but it can... No, he's too big. It tries to eat Gan, but Gan's too big. Unfortunate. Then the Booyog friend here, he's just gonna try and attack super quick to get it out the way. Rar. And he done some damage. Rar. Yeah. And Chompers. Gotta read the spell. It's on its next turn, right? The target must succeed with a sand throw or follow the command on its next turn. Okay. So that would be this turn. So he is halted. Right? Because you cast it. Well, it's either way, it's not gonna... That was last time. So it's just heading back to 40.
Wait,
All right.
did it roll to get away?
So it said on its next turn, which would be... Oh, I'm thinking it was last turn. Never mind. Either way, it's not really hostile at this point. Either way.
How
Vold.
would Flora know that? I'm just a little rabbit.
I'm going to blast this thingy.
Which thingy?
Yeah, this the one right here.
Okay, range. But I would say it does have some cover because you're like literally firing through an entire. You're trying to shoot through 70 feet of trees and goblins. So I'm gonna say that's probably he's gonna have some cover from that.
Half of the amount of trees. So disadvantage still?
Well, cover just gives them AC.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that would be. Yep, that would hit. I'd say a nat 20 would hit. Barely.
What do I do?
So you roll the damage and it'll prompt you. Is it a crit?
Oh, critical hit. Okay.
Most impressive
wow.
crit.
Wow. 5 and a 1.
That's 4 more damage than the goblin did, and 2 more damage than the Booyog did.
I don't roll damage very well.
I know that feeling.
Hence why I took the one that has a static 4+.
Yep, because otherwise that would have been 6 damage. All right, so they are not really gonna do anything. Price. You just saw Gan get nibbled on, bit into.
What?
Oh, you weren't here when that happened?
No.
You took 19 points of damage, but you're rage, so half of that.
You can't hit somebody when they're AFK. That's rude.
Oh.
Yeah, you can.
It's okay. We all voted.
It means
for
like
you
you
to
get a
leave.
free attack on them.
I like this rule. So on Sunday, I'm gonna be like AFK.
Yeah, I was just about to say, is that a rule, Q? Can we?
I mean, if it saves me now, but
Right, we'll address it later.
What's pricing Gan right now?
I have a heal. Yeah, there we go.
so that he can flank with the goblins over here. How much damage did I take?
19
What kind of damage was it?
piercing.
It was
So that
only
could
half
have
damage
the
though, right?
9?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was 19 total, not including damage reduction.
Got it. I mean, I don't have a lot of versatility. I kind of got the same move over and over, so that's what we're gonna do.
Hey, if it works, why not?
It's working.
15
Yeah, it's working.
plus 1d6 necrotic.
I mean, it
plus
works real good
12,
until it doesn't, right?
32. And that's
Feel free to describe how
6
you
necrotic damage.
just barely managed to push it over its threshold.
You know what? I'm gonna say just cinematically, right? I want to do another one of those where like I'm coming from the underside, right? And you can see again, there's this necrotic energy that's sweeping across from me into this two-handed axe. And as like I get it on the underbelly and drag it all the way up, and I'm gonna say it flips it onto its back, and there's just blood spraying out like a fountain all over. And then all of these little goblins and this little booyog right here, they all just get to kind of like piranha it a little bit. They're just, like hyenas a little bit. They're diving in and they're cutting chunks of it with their weapons and stuff, and just like that way, it's almost like a group effort. I just flipped it up, and it was in its death throes.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to hit. As a bonus action, I get another attack.
There's a goblin right there.
No, I thought about it. I was thinking about punching him to say good job, but I guess we just run. They're fighting over there. Something.
No,
way
we're not
far
anymore.
away. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not currently. Not unless they decide to keep the fight going. But it turned out it was a case of mistaken identity.
Okay, unarmed attack. Miss. All right. I kill this thing and I go to punch this guy on the shoulder just to tell him good job, and I miss because I guess he's too busy eating this or whatever he's doing.
So you're aiming for the goblin right there?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Actually, if you're gonna ooh me, could I have shifted to get advantage on that?
Sure.
On a still unarmed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Well,
I mean,
whatever.
I'd say you still hit him because he's not trying to stop you. But the ooh is for something
Alright.
else. You see Whip.
Oh.
He runs over here, like shoves this guy out of the way. Yeah.
What?
And he just kind of
Too
grumbles.
bad you
And,
didn't do a good job like that guy did. He almost single-handedly killed this thing. What'd you do?
Booyak do good. Booyak do better than him.
You know what? What's this nameless goblin? What's his name?
he's nameless goblin number 4.
I want to ask him, what's your name?
He's trying very hard.
Well, he knows it's not Steve, right?
And yes,
Yeah.
there's no
If he
Steve's.
says Steve, I'm gonna hit him for real.
Grab.
All right, grab.
Grabs.
From now on, you're my second hand. You proved yourself in battle today. You're my number 2. Until someone else steps up to the plate and does a better job than you.
And that's how
Alright.
the Goblin Rebellion begins.
Yeah. Grabs. Yeah. Second the big boss. Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm going to give him a different accent.
Second the big boss. Yeah. Grabs like that. Yeah.
And Whip is
This
just
one's
like
Whip, right?
staring daggers at him right now.
And I note this, and I want to support this rivalry, so I'm just gonna say, Whip, if you ever need me for anything, you run it by Grabs first. All right.
Someone's getting stabbed in their sleep. Anyway, combat over. Actually, you know what? As this whole thing's going down, one arm's kind of just like, but he doesn't say anything. He's just kind of like laughing.
So
probably,
that's
you know what?
7,
You can give me an insight check. Sorry, go ahead, Goose.
I was gonna say that 7 healing is for Gan as well.
What removes the tokens too? That's fine.
Scooter, you didn't do anything.
As you realize, you tether them to the wagon.
Yeah, your duck was kind of useless there.
Actually, you know what? As you say that, let me see here. I'm just gonna roll a. Scooter takes your hat.
Well, and while all this is going on, I'm probably running in at top speed, breathless, be like, guys,
Same.
I'm here.
Same.
We Wizard camp. They're not bad. Hey, okay, what do you need? Where? Wait. Oh, everybody okay? It's like you guys are all just gonna be standing around and chatting and naming goblins, and I'm like running in like in a panic, like I'm here to help. They're like, well, all right, fine. And since you guys don't need me, I'm gonna go back
I'm
and
just
start
putting
talking to
these
the other.
Oh,
like
No,
that 'cause-
no.
my favorite.
So I'm just putting the tokens there because when I end the combat, it deletes the token, just sort of a representation of that was there, that was there, kind of thing.
Didn't you hear
Well-
us yelling for you guys in the
Right?
woods?
Like there are some creatures out there that apparently we spooked, and there's a whole thing, but and there's a goblin we kind of need to get out of ethics jail, but if you guys are fine, then I'm gonna go talk to these guys. I'll be back. So I'll make my way back over. There is the smoke still there, or did it dissipate?
It eventually dissipates.
Okay. So then I'm gonna pretend it's not there. I'm gonna come out, and be like, "Hello." Be like, "Our friends
Flora
are
will call you.
okay." Yeah, our friends are okay. Just wanted to come back and clear the air with you and retrieve our goblin friend, who we will make sure he gives back what he takes, or we will reimburse you.
Did he ever come out of the water?
He did not. And hold on, because those tokens also got
R.I.P..
deleted. I gotta.
Yeah.
And I will be
Oh,
trying
and
to
I'm-
wash whatever remaining stink from that attack
Well,
off of me.
before you go there, there's a guy like right there in the water, so you may
Oh.
not go there yet. I mean, you can if you want, but he's got to replace where the tokens were.
Yeah, because they were combatants, and one of the new features is deletes tokens and awards the XP after combat. It's like, bah. I clicked too fast, so it deleted them.
Mr. Fast Clicks over there.
I mean, somebody's got to do it.
It's true. And who better than
Yeah.
DM Danger Clicks?
And then chompers. Okay.
Chompers.
Did
Oh, and
you
if
see
I
how
see
big that thing
chompers,
was?
right? As I see chompers walking up, I'm going to turn to Vald and Flora and be like, "Don't look in its beautiful blue eyes. They are way too enchanting, and you will absolutely get distracted."
Good job, Chompers. You've done well. Very protective.
He pats the thing on its spiky back.
And be like, "That is a mighty fine pet that you have."
It's a weird
brave.
token. Look at the token. Oh, that's so weird that it puts a weird kind of token down. Interesting. Anyway.
Yes.
So as I come up, I'll be like, "So as I was trying to say, we were coming up from the village and happened to smell your cooking, and we came to investigate. We thought you might be part of a goblin tribe that's been attacking us. So we had no idea, and I apologize for our goblin stealing some of your things. As soon as he comes back out of the water, we will be sure you get your items back."
I do not think
No.
he will be coming back from the water.
Uh-oh. Did you guys? Or did he? What happened to him?
He got scared back in, and
He did.
then he never came back out.
Yeah. I'll
So,
turn to them and put my hands on my hips and be like, "Did you kill the goblin?"
Me personally, I did not.
I'll look at each one of them in turn. Be like, "Did you?" All right, who killed the goblin?
No response.
Chompers.
Yeah, right.
Well,
You're like,
Chompers
Chompers.
was down
Oh, yeah,
there.
Chompers was over near us, right? Yeah, it wouldn't have been Chompers.
Oh, okay. He was in the woods to begin with. Well, you owe us a goblin. Or at least a little ore mining in that case.
In like 4 seconds, the turtle slowly raises his hand,
Oh.
very sloth-like.
I'm like, well, you were probably just defending yourself thinking that it was trying to rob you, so I understand, but hopefully we can maybe get off on a better foot from here on out. And I'm going to wave my perfectly normal length arms and hands, and because I've learned that lesson, no long arms around new people or creatures. It just causes chaos. But I'm going to wave and say, I'm Kalia, this is Vald, and this is Flora. And we are adventurers from the nearby town. So we are out here looking for a few different things, but not banditry. In fact, you'd be more than welcome to come and share the hospitality, in our town, get something to eat, and if you would like to stay in under the rain, as long as we have an agreement that there will be no further hostilities.
If you are not bandits, then we will have no problem.
Wonderful. Glad to hear it. And as long as chompers can refrain from eating any villagers or, entrancing them too much, chompers would also be very welcome.
Yes, we are working on the chomper situation.
I'm just going to fold my arms and nod knowingly, like, yeah, training can be tough. Sometimes our pets have a mind of their own, don't they? Because to me, I'm guessing it's perfectly normal that this giant lizard is their pet. Like, of course it is. I mean, obviously, you can see the affection right there. It's no big deal.
Yeah, there's a cat person, which
Yeah.
I could describe them now, as you guys are not in combat. And for those of you over
And then
there
everything
by
is
the slowly the goblin rivalry forming, at this point you'd have time to wander over if you wanted, or not. That's fine. Definitely some tension over there going on. So you see this basically humanoid form. Looks kind of like a cat person, but it's like a humanoid form with like a feline features, just like tan fur and like this kind of like white muzzle. And he seems to have like sort of like tribal wear, but not really. Maybe just really a fancy headband on. But it's got like these green like leaves sticking out of it. And then there's like the turtle, which just kind of looks like basically a anthropomorphic turtle. Like huge hands, huge feet, like a little tail, big old shell, and his eyes don't always blink at the same time. And then there's this other thing, like looks like essentially a four-armed like praying mantis. And they seem to be not really wearing a whole lot of like armor, like maybe like something on the shoulders and the chest. And it has like this weird almost like Darth Maul-esque blade that's not really a lightsaber, but it's more primitive in the sense, but it's like this double looking blade. And images for them to see. Artwork. Go players.
Oh, cool.
Oh wow.
I don't like it.
I'm glad we didn't tangle with him. That's for sure.
And then and then artwork for hands. Oh, what? Oh, that token. Weird. Some tokens work right and some don't. Well, there's that one. I think it was back when everything broke and I had to like make the tokens the avatar image.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it saved it. Ah, well. Yeah, because it took that artwork.
Yes. I am Marketh. We are a. Oh, yes, sorry. I am Marketh. This here is Slor.
And he points to the turtle.
Lord.
Slor. Like a sloth.
Lord.
Yes, Slor.
Hmm.
You have to roll your tongue. Slor.
Lord.
I'll just say Slorth.
Yes, Slor.
Floor.
And this
Hello?
here is Kana. And of course, you have already met Chompers.
It's good to meet you all.
We are traveling merchants, or attempting to.
What do you have for sale?
Well, we are alchemists by trade. So, potions,
Hmm.
tinctures.
Potion rocks, huh?
How much?
Yes.
How much? What could I buy for 3 gold?
Nothing. You can buy a bottle, or several empty bottles.
Can I see one?
He reaches into a
Laura
pouch
wants an empty bottle.
and presents an empty bottle.
Can I hold it?
Hmm.
Reach your hand out.
I suppose if we are to start on good terms.
He hands you an empty bottle.
Laura will take it and examine it for a moment and then hand it back and just say, well, it's not for me.
Probably not. It would be the contents that are inside that would be for you.
Well, Flora's broke as fuck, so she's not buying anything.
You said there is a town nearby, correct?
There is. Just southwest of here. If you just actually follow this road down, you'll come right to it.
They
And
could probably use some of your potions as well.
absolutely. And they're friendly as well. Feel free to ask for the guild master or guild mistress when you come to town, and she can get you set up and squared away.
The guild mistress. So there is a guild in your town?
There is. We are actually part of the guild as well. We've been exploring and we're doing what we can to help build up our town. We were just attacked, so we're kind of in the middle of rebuilding right now. So it will be a bit of a mess.
A guild would be good for business. I do like this idea. Yes,
And he looks to his compatriots and looks at Chompers dead in the eyes, completely and utterly unaffected by the bedazzling eyeballs.
Well, that's convenient.
if you are members of the guild, then perhaps this could finally be the break we need. Yes.
And I'll look to him and be like, oh,
Like I
Are
said,
you
we have
looking-
been traveling merchants, which means many bandits along the roads. Our goods get stolen, to which, luckily, we are able to have our little chompers here catch most of them. Some of them are too quick.
Well,
And we do
do
not
have a
rely
lot of
on
goblins
sloth.
that if your stuff gets stolen, they could probably steal it back.
true.
Which is why it would be fortunate to have a place to settle, as opposed to being on the road. It's not just goblins that infest these lands.
Yeah, I think we found that out over.
Hey, weren't
Yeah,
we
we-
looking
by the
for
road.
another group of
Yeah.
goblins?
Yeah,
we
were.
are.
Have you guys
Where did
seen a
you-
group of goblins somewhere around here? Besides
Uh,
this one.
Around here, no, not that I can recall.
And then just out of nowhere, Flort says, I killed him.
And we'll look to Slorth and I'll say, thank you, Slorth, for being forthright. And I'll just nod at him like,
Oh.
good job. Thinking to myself, be like, yeah, we got that already, buddy.
It was at that point that his hand finally completely raised.
That guy's super helpful in battles.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? So, I guess, well, if we are on good terms and you're with the guild, then, yes, perhaps does your town need, well, alchemists?
We do, actually. That would be very helpful. I think you might find a very happy place in our town.
And he turns towards the praying mantis, also known as Kana. And they both kind of nod. They both nod. And then you see Kana turn around and put what kind of looks like a makeshift blindfold over Chomper's eyes.
And be like, oh, that is a good solution. Very smart.
It will have to work for now. I have ideas on how to make it so other people do not turn into statues. We are immune to the effect, but others might not be.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. We definitely don't need the villagers all turning into statues.
Yes, we are not sculptors after all.
True.
So, I have introduced our group. Who might you be? Friends of the guild.
Well, we are, and as I had mentioned earlier, I'm Kalia, and we originally all came here fairly separately, and actually met at the village looking for work and to help. And so we run small quests and things for the guild in town. Right now, we're actually out looking for some ore to mine. Are you familiar with the ore deposits in the area?
We are not. We stick to the roads if possible, but of course we need to travel amidst the trees because bandits are abound in these lands. And
Well,
what is
we
that?
have seen some. Oh, that's Scooter. That is Scooter. Try not to get too close. He's not nearly as docile as Chompers,
And
but he is the summoned goose.
He
of one of our
immediately
party.
pecks at your clothes and starts
Aw.
tugging on it and starts trying to pull you away.
Damn it, Scooter!
I'll be like, "Hi, Scooter." I'll pull some jerky out of my pocket. Be like, "Are you hungry?" And put it out on a flat in my hand. Be like, "Who's a good goose?"
Don't pet him.
I wouldn't dream of it. I'm just like holding the jerky kind of out to him, like, "Here you go, buddy."
He takes the jerky. Doesn't even look like he's trying to eat it. He just takes it.
Yeah, he's gonna go hide that somewhere, probably.
That's fine. Gives him something to keep him busy.
Does he bury it like a squirrel?
You don't want to know.
Flora will
So-
do a little curtsy and introduce herself. Flora Flophopper, not that anyone around here has asked. At your service, healer and midwife extraordinaire, if any of you are expecting. And she'll poke the turtle's stomach.
And a single eye blinks, and then the other one blinks.
A pleasure to meet you.
I know Price just walked up and Gan's been like, all moody back there. Do they appear injured?
Gan's got a couple of scratches. Price has got a couple of scratches.
Price already patched me up pretty much.
Oh, did he?
Okay.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
only got just a very
If
few.
no one has like open gaping wounds or anything, we'll just chill.
There's a couple of dead goblins.
Well, there's not
Be
much I can do
resurrected.
about that,
They knew what they were
unfortunately.
signing up for.
Flora says, knowing she might actually be able to do something about it. So it's just a goblin. So.
Oh. So speciesist.
What an interesting flip of the table, right? There's Gan who's like, I don't care about anything, but these goblins are mine. And then there's Flora that's like, these goblins can die in a fire, but I care about everybody.
Yeah, I won't let you kill anyone else but goblins.
They're goblins.
They're expendable.
They're not people.
Oh my god. Oh.
And he's just kind of,
Well, yes.
because I don't think anybody else introduced themselves. So it's just like,
Well, I had
they
pointed
know
out,
Flora.
I had gestured. I had pointed out Vald and Flora
Yeah.
when I first walked up.
So it was just the other two. Okay.
And then
Price
yeah, and
is
as
distracted.
as Price and Gan walk up, I'll be like, and this is Price, our local helpful wagon merchant, and
Dan, don't be
Gan.
rude. Introduce yourself.
That's the best intro.
I'm just gonna nod and be like, that's Gan.
Gan's just gonna cough.
He's
Hey,
not as bad as he looks. I think.
So you said there was some other creature. Whatever it was
There-
not a part of our caravan. To which, unfortunately, after our last situation, our transportation was too badly damaged to be able to bring with us.
Well, I happen to
you
know
in
someone
need
who
of-
might be able to get you a wagon.
Are you in need of a wagon?
Bryce is just kind of spinning his sign, like he's got it's sitting on the ground. He's just kind of like slowly spinning it around.
We need fan art for every situation Price gets in at this point. It's like no matter where Price goes, somebody needs a freaking wagon.
You just got to
Wagons
manifest
and
it.
more.
Also, Price is like half health.
Oh, so you do look a little beat up.
Cube is like, he's got a couple scratches. I look at my health. I was like, what?
Couple scratches in the internal organ region.
Right. It scratches
Yeah.
big enough that you can see through
Jeez.
When he drinks water, it just comes out of him.
them. Yeah.
I can heal you, but I'm wondering where my healing spell went. When I filtered my prepared ones, I think it disappeared.
Well, there are some spells that you have like always prepared.
Yeah,
Depending
I think
on
it's
your,
like a domain spell or something, so it's no.
or it could be a feat.
Do I not have cure? Yeah, okay. I do. I didn't prepare cure wounds? Apparently.
Interesting choice.
That
Hey,
of
works
shouldn't I
word,
out
but,
have-
perfectly.
Shouldn't I have 4 prepared though? 1, 2, 3. I only have 3.
I mean, you might just click the button
What's
and
your
like
wisdom?
unprepared it.
I think I might have accidentally unprepared it because I had it last game.
Yeah, I
think
was
I
gonna
just
say you
clicked it.
used it.
Yeah. And I should have 4, and I only had 3. So anyway, sorry. We'll cast that on you, Price. Did you want to introduce yourself to the group? Patch you up.
Oh, I'm Price.
A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Price. It sounds like you are also a fellow merchant.
Oh yeah.
What is your trade?
As you're spinning the sign.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of like very blatantly kind of
Flora
gesture
is
toward the sign.
touching you on the mouth. That she heals around. Just to be annoying.
Mm. Thank you, Flora. That's an interesting way to do it.
Since you seem to be unable to express yourself right now, Gant's gonna step up and just be like, he sells wagons. Did you see what he did to that thing over there? Imagine what he could do to somebody who doesn't buy one of his wagons. And then I give you like a very obvious wink, like I'm helping you sell stuff right now. Just because we were fighting together, so now I feel like we're more connected. And I'm like,
Right.
wagons.
Yeah, and they actually didn't see what happened over there. You guys were pretty far away.
Doesn't matter.
He's still helping.
No, Flora says that out loud again. Yeah.
Oh, well, just one of these things would have ate like everybody over here, and just the 2 of us killed 3 of them.
Yep, pretty much. Just all you got to do is ignore him, right, Gan? He's gonna kind of look up with a nod.
We ignored them. They didn't ignore us. If they would have, they'd still be alive right now.
Wasn't it the 2 of you and also like 30 goblins though?
They just watched.
Yeah, we saved 30 goblins.
We saved about 30 goblins. Yeah.
Love it.
Some of them don't even have all their arms. They were kind of helpless.
It was terrible.
Oh my god.
Well, we
Over here just making friends.
let a goblin drown. Talia did actually.
Hey, I did not realize there was going to be a problem, and I thought I needed to be defensive. It wasn't entirely my fault that it was terrified of my long arms. It should know better by now.
We almost saved 1 goblin.
There you go.
Flora chimes in. Midwife, huh?
Knew it. Knew he was expecting. I saw that tummy.
That sounds interesting. And Marka just pats him on the shoulder.
He is a little slow. That is...
No,
it's all right.
Don't ask, please.
I had a cousin who was a little slow once.
I am
This
hoping a little bit of research and perhaps some herbs or something can help him get up to speed. I feel like his situation might be more than just natural.
You want me to take a look at him?
Oh.
I handle Scooter all the time.
Off in the distance. Almost like a T-Rex in the distance, just honk. As you hear a tree getting knocked over.
It's like a cup of water vibrates.
So what do you handle?
Alright.
Handling? Trying to get Scooter under control?
I'm looking at the turtle's brain through his eyes. And there ain't nothing in there.
It's like a void of sentience, practically. He's just so slow. Like, if cogs were turning, it's almost like they're practically not turning.
As if they're still. Yep. Nope. There's nothing. There's nothing you can do for that.
Well, for the unconventional, there is always options. I just need to figure out what combination is what is needed.
Did he get hit with some type of a spell?
I do not know.
Hmm.
He has been like this ever since I met him. But he is useful in combat. It is strange. When
So
things are moving slow, he is as quick as anybody. But when things have slowed down, he is, well, look at him.
Hmm. So in
Does
combat,
not
he
make
can
sense.
operate the same.
Correct.
Well, maybe the Guildmistress has heard something about that. Sounds fascinating.
Exactly. But either way, I do not want to keep you from your important guild business. Actually, that is the absolute last thing I want to do if I want any kind of business.
Well, we appreciate it. And I'm glad we were able to come to an understanding. And no one, aside from the goblin, was lastingly hurt. Rest in peace, goblin. Unnamed goblin number 76. No.
You have strange naming conventions. I hope I am not just random person number 42.
Oh no, you have a name. They just don't all have traditional names. It's a goblin thing.
So are they... Do you pay them for their work? Are they just slaves or something?
Think of it as almost somewhat of a swarm mentality. You know, some of the goblins seem more like, the worker bees. But, they get room and board, and, we do our best to, fulfill their needs on things. So, they contribute to the town just as any of us do.
Yeah, they're all part of the community.
Exactly.
Some of them are acting as guards. Some of them are going to be working at the blacksmith.
They're all part of a really cool club, and this guy's the leader.
Yeah. They're all about as useful as you are, I imagine. I'm going to send.
So Kana, the
You're
bug
referring
person,
to
nods
us?
knowingly.
To the three here.
Sorry, say again.
No, I got it. It's okay. All right. Well, shall we?
We should. Well, we have to go look for those ore deposits as we had discussed. So feel free, as I said, just follow that road down and you'll find the town. And just ask anyone there to speak to the guild mistress and she'll get you all squared away. You can let them know that you ran into us on the way out of town and we sent you in. And she'll get you settled.
He does he bows.
Thank you. We look forward to working with your town, and perhaps bringing business, and perhaps even more so, fixing the ailment of our compatriot here.
What kind of stuff do you sell?
Ah,
His eyes kind of light up a little bit more. Kind of like when Flora was asking about stuff. He was getting, he's getting a little excited, but now you're like, what do you sell? Almost like,
what are you buying?
So he reaches into like a pouch, and there's like this little chest that he has in there. This pouch looks like it should not hold a box this big, but somehow it does. And he pops it open with like 3 like potions in it.
Well, what I currently have available from what I have been able to scavenge, with the use of my alchemy and knowledge of nature, I have some healing potions.
Ooh, those would be
You
helpful.
have the coin, of course.
Yeah, I got lots of coin. Why? How much are they?
Well, typically they would be getting sold for roughly 60 gold. However, if this is to be a good fortune and strong business, I could give them to you for how about half price?
I'm gonna look to price to see if that's a good deal. I'm a salesman, so
Is there a check that I could do? Can we maybe do some like D20 negotiations here between these two merchants?
Yeah, so you can do so if you're trying to do something along the lines of like, you know, that potion should be worth more than this, then you know, you can do like a persuasion, or if you want to do some deception, that's an option. Or I mean, it kind of really depends on how you want to go about it, really.
I'm just trying to negotiate the as cheap of a price as possible.
So that'd probably be more on the persuasive side of things, and also depending on what you say.
Well, so he's got his sign, and he's kind of still been spinning his sign, and the sign says "Price is Right" in quotations. Used wagons for sale, and so he's just gonna kind of keep like acknowledging the sign. Hey, yeah, price is always right, you know. So I feel like maybe this price isn't right, and well, is there any way we could get them for cheaper? Especially since we're going to be introducing you to the guild and obviously putting in a good word.
Give me a persuasion.
So half price is not good enough?
nah.
Fine. How about
15. You know what? Let's see how good he does. We'll have this be like an opposed.
Yeah, there we go. Let me put it this way: if you're going to be going into the town and settling there, we're frequenting, and we're probably going to be the adventuring party that you deal with the most, and so, you know, we gotta help each other out.
all right. 25 gold.
Wait, half. So
20 gold in.
All right, I'll take 3. Or how many do you have?
I currently have 3 left in my stockpile.
All right, I'll take 3.
all right, let me get the potions of actually. So you know, the transaction would be made. You need to figure out, are you going to give one to anybody or just take all 3?
I was gonna take all 3.
All right.
Got 102 gold, so this will leave me with 42
items.
So
question. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, in this conversation with the negotiations and stuff, Price will look to what's the name of the? Is it the tabaxi I'm talking to?
Marketh.
Marketh.
Sorry, I'm getting
So
potions to gain real quick.
So when you do get into town, you'll probably get there before us. But
3.
just know that eventually we're gonna introduce you to Mayor Chungus, and it's probably he's very reasonable, and well, the town's rebuilding, but I was able to get into a contract with him to provide him for my services. So I don't know, maybe you guys could do the same. Stick around for a while.
Well, that
What
is
were you
the
gonna say,
plan
Chief?
after
Sorry.
all. hopefully to be able to open up a shop. And of course, trade, and of course be, very helpful to the citizens through our trade.
Can I insight check this guy?
You sure can.
Right, that sounded interesting.
Yeah.
He's telling the
What are you
truth, the
talking
whole
about? This
truth,
is-
and nothing but the
I like
truth. So
him better
help
than
you,
half the
Jeebus.
town.
Flora is also suspicious of this last sentence.
Ooh, there it is.
What an excellent use of a nat 20. He is telling the truth.
Well, at least now
Okay.
you
Gotta
know.
make sure sometimes.
Okay.
He's so
Made me feel
it's,
better.
he is a merchant by trade, so he's just like, you kind of get the feeling that, he's looking at the good side, right? Like he's helping a town, but almost a
okay.
little bit more weight to it being, I'm helping the town and I'm making money and I'm not gonna have to get jumped by bandits constantly.
Okay. Got a little dicey there for a second, but all right.
Yes, get those nat 20s out of here. Get them out of the way.
All right.
Leaves room for more.
I'm gonna have to run before too long, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was pretty much gonna wrap up because in a half.
It's getting to be that time.
Yep. So again, you made the trade. He gave you the potions. Every so often, Slorth will chime in on a point that you made like a few minutes ago. And Kanda doesn't really seem to speak. They don't really seem to say anything.
Actually, where's my number 2 at?
Oh, you want to bring him over here?
I want him to be right beside me at all times, like taking notes, and just anything I say, I want him to like repeat it in the affirmative, like just almost like a personal cheerleader.
So
I just want a yes man.
I'm also gonna walk over and apologize for blasting him. Try to shake his hand.
Wait, where did Whip go?
Oh, which one did you blast?
Where'd that token go?
What's his name? The Tabaxi
Oh, did
hunter.
I
Okay.
accidentally? Damn it!
It is all right. At the end of the day, we have all been here, old friends now. And of course, the opportunity to make business is lucrative in some places. Also, interesting. You are not the goblin, are you?
Nope. Goblin-like.
Because you saw him like look at
Oh.
you and then look at the goblin and then look at you and look at the goblin.
Similar, but much more intelligent.
Meanwhile, Grabs is over here taking notes.
Yeah.
And I can't find the token for where is he? Well, either way, Whip is also like over there. Actually, you know what? No, he's not gonna be like next to you. He's gonna be in the tree line, right? Like the camera's over here on you guys, and then it like focuses on Gan and Grabs over here, like taking notes, and like in the tree line, like the camera like blurs the foreground and like focuses on the background where Quip is just like staring daggers at him.
So I suppose we will be on our way. I look forward to seeing you again, and hopefully we will have at least the semblance of a shop, or at least something to be able to sell our wares.
And I'll remind him, yeah, just head south. Not too far.
Wonderful. We
Tell
shall.
everyone we said hi. Greetings.
Honk. More trees sound like they're getting knocked over. So, with that, I think that's a good stopping point.
Yeah. Flora is very much looking up to Kalia as like, you are such a good diplomat.
Did
I
we
never would have
see-
stopped in the middle of that, probably, to, I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna stop either.
We were
Stop
just
in the
gonna
middle of
fight
what?
him.
What happened?
The fight to talk it out.
I got thrown out of. I had a stink bomb thrown on me, so
Yeah, like they were
I
clearly
wasn't gonna
attacking
stop.
us, and we were clearly attacking them, and I thought it was
Well-
going down. But Kalia, no, you're just such a good diplomat. Just
Well, that's very kind of
so
you.
good at negotiation.
I
Well,
wanna
I've
know
been
is-
wondering, it seems like we've sometimes made the wrong choice about picking fights with other intelligent creatures, so figured why not? I mean, the worst that was going to happen is they'd keep attacking and then we'd blow them up. No offense, as I look to them.
Hopefully
Oh,
they're out of earshot.
Actually, I would say in the tree lines, it's not just whip now, it's also one arm, and they're both staring daggers at this guy.
Ooh.
He's getting the group back, getting the booyahs back together over a communal rivalry.
We're about to promote one of these to Booyag.
So,
Uh,
did we ever figure out what those things, other things that attacked us were?
I don't think so.
Flora
They're
didn't
dead?
know. Flora didn't know. She tried to figure it out.
Oh yeah. Have the others left yet? The new folk, the merchants?
Yep.
Because if not, I kind of almost want to ask them if they had seen those lizard guys before.
Well, that would be something to figure out for next session.
All right. That was fun, guys. Made some new
That was
friends.
cute.
Avoided dying. All good things.
And please help me remember, Flood and Kalia, that we have an extra 5 hit points for the next 8 hours.
Oh,
Perfect. I think it should stay on
yeah.
the temporary hit point
I have
thing
it
if you
the
mark it
blue thing.
there. Thank you. Yeah, thanks
I
again for
just
that.
added it. I would say I typed in 5 to my character sheet, but
Oh, on your character pop out, there's like the hit points, and there's a temporary thing right to the right.
Yeah, so
yeah.
it boosted mine by
I
10.
just don't want to forget that. I guess we won't forget, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys would never forget something like that. Like, you
yeah,
know,
I'm sure we won't forget an extra
Yeah,
5 hit points.
like a DM
Yeah, you know.
forgetting that there's monsters that didn't even go because he forgot to put them in the initiative or something like that. Yeah, that would never happen.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not like I had a bunch of goblins keep track of anything.
Oh, there's
Good
half
job,
as many
Dan.
now.
Yeah, let's see. How many goblins did we lose? Let's see. 1,
He's a
2,
DM on his feet.
3.
3. Well, at least 3 from the surprise attack. Here, let me move them.
And there was another one. I think it disappeared.
Yep, because 1 did get chomped.
We did have
and the one in
14
the
and then they
water.
died, so.
That was probably floating to the top by now.
Poor guy. I didn't mean to scare him.
Wield your power with wisdom and caution.
I guess I should just avoid the long arms altogether when there's goblins around, just in case.
Or let's just do like a quick demo and let them like touch them or something, and then
They
If we
won't
can
get
keep
over it.
them, yeah, no, they're just completely and utterly like instinctively just freaked out.
All right.
So their reaction to her long arms is your reaction to Mayor Chungus.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Except
All
you
right.
can communicate with Mayor Chungus in a way that I think that you're
Pass.
more broadly intelligent, so Goblins are very instinct driven, it seems. Except for the smarter ones like Whip.
Whip.
Well, thanks, guys. This was
Yeah,
this
thank
was
you.
fun.
I'm sorry. I'm going to
All right.
bed now, but it's been real.
Yeah.
Night.
Have a good
See ya.
night.
See you next
See you
week.
next week.
Yep.
Or
All right.
Y'all take
whenever.
care.
Bye. All right. With that, we're gonna wrap up ye old session-aroo. Food. Thanks for playing. Bye. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. For those of you who weren't necessarily able to catch the show, we do this every Wednesday. This particular game, I have one on Tuesday and Wednesday. But this one, we start at 5:30 Pacific. We had one person who wasn't sure if they'd be able to make it, and there was some technical stuff. It is what it is, unfortunately. But, you know, we still had fun, and that's what matters. And I love doing this, so that's also what matters. And so, yeah. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening or morning or whatever it is when you end up watching this. And I look forward to hanging out with you guys again next time. But with that, we must part ways again. Until next time. Which will be tomorrow. But tomorrow's going to be game, so back to the variety stream. And yeah, for those of you who may not know what I do D&D, I run games, I play games, and I'm a variety streamer. So come on by sometime. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I don't bite. Unless you want me to, but I'm a Durgan, so that's kind of what we do. Anyway, until next time, y'all, farewell, adventurers. Farewell.